Evening, everybody. Happy Monday, and welcome to Case by Case. I'm Amy, and joining me tonight is Rhonda and Cherie. It's been a day, Rhonda.
It
It's been
has.
a day, yes.
It has. It's like a real live Monday, and I don't even have a job outside of my home.
Oh God, I know, and my Monday is really tomorrow, and I'm already hating life. And it sounds like Cherie had a day too.
Yeah, it was hectic, but it's good to be home and doing this podcast.
Yep.
Yes. Well, I know I've been busy all day today fielding messages, and there's a lot of things that have gone on today behind the scenes, but all good things, great things. Um, but it was distracting. Good evening, Kevin. Good evening, Jennifer. Good evening, Amber. Good evening, Louise. Um, Tonight, I've really been looking forward to tonight because uh, this interrogation video is very interesting to watch after it gets started. Everyone needs to understand that it's kind of slow going. Don't you guys agree at the very beginning? The way that she, plays around with things and isn't forthcoming. But once it
Right.
gets into once it gets into the meat and potatoes, she really says a lot. Hello, Susan. Hey, Chill Gamer. Hi, Dawn. There's been, yeah, but it's been a busy day, and I haven't really even gotten to talk to you guys like normal on most days. But yeah, there's been a lot that's gone on today. A lot of people joining Ashley's Discord, joining her Facebook chat or her Facebook group where we discuss the case, and I try to keep both of those things evenly updated. So if you're on one and not the other, you're not missing anything. But it's kind of a lot to keep up with, especially with all the, like this, like yesterday, all the information that came in yesterday that we're still trying to decipher through. Um, it's almost like there's just not enough hours in a day. Hi, Toby. Good evening. So I'm going to give a few more people a chance to join before we start getting into the presentation. And I'm kind of buying some time, Rhonda, for the video to upload. Are we close?
Yeah. As much. How much money do I need to buy about? I don't know. 10 more minutes.
Oh no, I'll give you 10 for free. You're good.
Oh, sweet.
Did you sweet. Heck yeah. So Chill Gamer is me, mom, LOL. Okay, hi mom. I'm not sure whose mom you are. Um, if it's
It's
Lori. Hi,
no, it's
Lori. If
ma'am.
not, is it
Chill
ma'am?
gamer is ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Chill gamer is
This is
ma'am.
one this is one of those moments where I don't have on the biggest bifocals in the house. Okay, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Let me see. JP with the crescent moon tattoo on her neck. JP with the crescent moon tattoo on her neck. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Jasmine Parker has a
Oh,
crescent
Jasmine
moon.
Parker. Yes. Okay. Well, we're going to get into that. So let's just take a nice. Ma'am is stepping up her game. She added a whole YouTube name, Chill Gamer 156. I guarantee you, I know who's behind that, aka Chevy. Um, so on the screen is Jasmine Parker, who we are diving into tonight, and we're going to watch her interrogation video. But let's start. We're going to go from left to right. Actually, we're going to actually skip. On the right hand side, the smaller picture on the right is Jasmine's mugshot from when she was arrested in this case. shortly after this interrogation video, you'll notice that the sweatshirt she's wearing is the same sweatshirt she was wearing when she walks into the interrogation room. So that is Jasmine on the day of her arrest. Jasmine is now out of prison. Jasmine received 1 year. Those of you who have not followed along, we did a reading yesterday of her positional hearing where she went before the judge and both parties, the state, hey Jack, we were waiting on you. Now the party can officially start. Thanks for joining, Jack. But Jasmine went before a judge, and the prosecution and her defense attorney had a prior agreement, and that agreement was that she would accept a plea deal for 1 year for assisting a criminal, and then her prior past record made her an habitual offender, and those prior offenses gave her an additional 4 years. So in total, he got 5 years. 1 for assisting a criminal, 4 for her past offenses. So with that being said, on top of that minimal sentence, also was granted immunity. And we will discuss that at the end of this segment of Jasmine Parker once you fully watch the video and you understand what Jasmine had been up to prior to this event. But it will all make sense, I guarantee that. But since October of 2019, she was transported and she spent time in prison, in multiple prisons. She was transferred several times. She spent some time in the Indiana Women's Prison, and then she ended up finishing out her sentence. I want to say the Park County Jail. I can't remember. I had to look at my notes. It's not that big of a deal. However, she was released this past summer, and I believe that was on June 8th that she was released. And I have not been able to verify if she's actually fully released, free and clear, or if she's actually on probation. I'm assuming she's on probation, but I'll be honest, when I call, they have a really hard time locating her information. It took me almost a week to clarify where she was, what prison she was at, and then finally I was informed that she had just been released, which to me was shocking. Charismatically clever. Charismatically clever, unless charismatically clever. That's a great name, by the way. But so she was out this past summer, and when she got out, I'm not going. How can I? I have mixed feelings about Jasmine. I think
Amber or Amy, you
Yes.
are fading. You're fading in and out quite dramatically. I don't know
Am
if
I gonna
everybody
have-
in the
I
Sorry.
wouldn't doubt it. No, I had no. That's why I moved. That's why I was downstairs working in the kitchen today. We have so many electronics in this house that the Wi-Fi sometimes just does that. Are you hearing me
Yeah.
okay now?
Yeah, I think you
Okay.
sound better now.
Okay. But anyway, she's been out since this summer. And what I was saying was that I feel like a lot of people are going to have mixed feelings about her. I do. However, I will refrain from discussing my feelings about her until the end of this segment covering Jasmine. But she's already on the move. I can tell you that. She is already connecting. These are things that I know based on my contacts with people who have access to her. She's pretty much falling right back into the same line of bullcrap that she was doing prior to this case. And for me, this picture right here says it all. So going into this interrogation video and listening to what she says and how she behaves before, you shed an ounce of emotion for this woman, take a look at the picture in the middle. The picture on the right is her mugshot picture from this case. She was not let back out on the streets after the picture on the right was taken. She showed up in court in October of 2019 for her dispositional hearing, and from there she was transported to prison. The picture on the far left is her first post when she was released out of prison. And her hair is hanging down her cheek on the right side. But her next picture is the one in the middle. And when I found this picture and I came across it, I thought, are you flipping kidding me? Because right there on her right cheek is a teardrop tattoo that was not there before she went into prison. And I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to make any accusations. All I'm going to say is that for the majority of people who wear that symbol on their cheek, it represents something significant. And if you want to go out and do your own research and decipher for yourself what that means, I have a personal opinion, and that to me really said a lot about her. So I'm just going to leave it at that, and everyone else can look for themselves. Rhonda, Cherie, before I get on my soapbox.
Yeah, I am very well aware of what that teardrop means.
I didn't know before, but I do now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, I mean, it's not something that I don't know. I like you, Amy, I will reserve my opinion because I don't know. I don't know what the purpose is or anything else, but you know,
Well,
I
I
think
did
most
do
of
some,
us are know.
and if I start to fade out, let me know because I obviously don't know. I feel like I'm just talking away, so I don't want to fall back and not know. But
We'll let you know.
okay, thanks. Um, but yeah, I did some research on it, and there's quite a few different variations of what someone in prison would get that tattoo done for. But it all sort of resorts back to the same thing. And you know, she's from a small area. Indiana is not a large state like, where I live. And in that area, it's exactly what most people would think it would mean. But I'm not going to make any accusations. Not that I'm trying to give her any kind of sympathy or anything like that. But when I saw that, um, you know, all of her tears and everything like that that we're going to see in this interview, that that right there proves to me that all of the extra allegations that come along with this case when it applies to her, she just basically signed, sealed, and delivered the answer to me as far as I'm concerned. So with that being said, we're going to let me see here. Let me find my mouse. We're going to pop over. So what I'm trying to do is follow the scenario, the timeline of events. And with there being so many people involved in this case, you kind of have to do it commingly and isolated. So tonight we're talking about Jasmine, but at the same time, what is going on here? We're going to talk. So we're going to kind of commingle a couple of things here. And the first thing that we're going to go into before we get into this video is, that's not it. Hold on a second. So it's skipping a page for me. Okay, here we go. So shortly after this happened, this whole incident went down on March 28th, which was a Thursday. And the events began Thursday morning when Mikey Hiddle picked Garrett Kurtz up at Jasmine's trailer. And to recap, Mikey Hiddle was a friend of Jasmine's. and apparently Garrett wanted a ride to go purchase drugs. And at that point in time, when Ashley woke up that morning, Chris Mathis had been in this trailer the night before. But when she woke up, Chris Mathis was already gone. So he was gone from the trailer that whole entire day. But when she woke up, Mikey Hiddle was already there, who is a friend of Jasmine's, a longtime friend of Jasmine's. So it was Mikey, Jasmine, Garrett, and Ashley. And Garrett was making arrangements with Mikey. The two of them were going to hop in the car and they were going to drive out to Monticello, close to Delphi, to get drugs. So that being said, that's who Garrett was with all day and all evening before returning to Jasmine's trailer. So when we go back and we reflect, this for me is important based on what was being relayed from Ellie at that time to the media and how the narrative was being spread to the newspapers and then ultimately out to the public, the YouTube creators, the podcasts, etc. So there was a news article written by Dave Bangert on May 23rd of 2019, and I'm paraphrasing here. I'm going to break this little article down. It says Kurtz. This was something that came from the law enforcement there in Newton County for this news article. It says Kurtz was initially arrested April 1st for resisting law enforcement in a neighboring Jasper County. Court documents filed claimed that police had already interviewed people who were in the trailer the night Nicole Bowen lost her life. Well, that's fine and all, but my question is, so who were the people that law enforcement was claiming to have interviewed prior to Garrett Kurtz being arrested on April 1st? Because Garrett was arrested on the 1st. He ran from police. He was in Nicole's car. Mikey Hiddle set him up and they trapped him. He tried to drive through a cornfield. He got caught and then he was brought in. And that's where his interrogation video takes place that we've already gone through the first interview. But that was on the 1st. Jasmine turned herself in and was interviewed on the 2nd of April. And Ashley was interviewed on the 3rd. And Talitha turned herself in on the 11th. So the only interview on record for this event prior to GK's, Garrett Kurtz, arrest was Mikey Hiddle, who by all accounts was not present in the trailer when Nicole was there. Whoa, what happened? Oh, your video, the video just came out. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
okay. That's okay.
It's ready though.
So by all accounts, Mikey Hiddle was not present. He, on Thursday, March 28th, had spent the day with Garrett and went to Palladino's property. And states Nicole pulled up as him, Garrett, and Talitha were leaving. This is Mikey Hiddle's account, that him and Garrett and Talitha were leaving the Palladino property when Nicole pulled up. So I want to know why law enforcement is, and I know it seems irrelevant, but when you accumulate all of the different statements given by law enforcement in this case, to me, it makes a difference. They are trying to keep the public feeling like they're on top of things, they're doing their job, and all is well, but they're feeding the public false information, to be honest. And that's really apparent when we get through to Ashley's second interrogation video. Why they're, trying to tell the media word for word what's been said in these interrogation videos, which I don't feel when you have a defendant who's being charged with such a high crime of murder, why a detective would be revealing anything that came out of interrogation video as a quote when this person is going to trial and they're considered innocent before proven guilty. So that to me was the reason for going over this little segment right here. was because Garrett was arrested on the 1st. The only person they talked to prior to that was Mikey, who was not present in the trailer. Yet law enforcement was feeding the news media that they had talked to a lot of people who were present the night that Nicole lost her life, and they had all of these details that obviously they weren't going to reveal, and I don't really believe that was the truth. So that is the importance of that. Next, actually, we're not going to go to this next. I'm going to save this until the end of tonight's video, because I feel I'm going to let everybody listen to the interrogation video and digest what's being said, and then I'm going to allow you to form your opinion, and then I'm going to lay some things on you that may or may not completely change your opinion. So we're going to get to those things prior or after the video, not prior, but after. But next, what I want to talk about really quick, I just want to give you an idea of Jasmine Parker's past, and it's quite extensive. These right here are all of her cases, which they extend all the way back to I believe it is 2014. Let me see here. Switch the page. Well, on this document here, it goes back as far as 2016. But as you can see, she has been very busy with law enforcement. She has quite the record, and she has quite a few felonies. And going into this video, I just want everyone to be aware that at some point, and this is prior to 2018, and because it's sealed, I cannot get any access to it, and I can't decipher through her case file and all of her charges here which one would have been the cause. But Jasmine Parker does have children, and they were removed, and she lost all parental rights to the children, which that is not a short process to take place. And not only did she lose her custodial rights, but the children were put up for adoption and adopted out under seal. So it's not like the children were adopted to a family member or someone close to home. The children were taken from her and they were adopted out, and those adoption records are sealed. So she has no access. She has no way of finding out where her children are. But going through her case file here, I can't decipher which case. She has one. There is one case on here. If you go into my case on the Indiana.gov site, you'll see where it's a domestic violence case that took place in front of a minor child. But I don't know if I can emphatically say that was the brink of them, taking her children. But she has lost her children. So, in knowing that, and you will hear her mention it in this video, that that's going to become a very serious topic in later interrogations video when it comes down to someone saying that Jasmine has kids, so everyone needs to be quiet. That's going to come up down the road, but I wanted to emphasize the fact that she does not have kids in her home, and they've been gone for quite some time. But this is her record, and she has moved all the way through the state of Indiana, through Howard Superior Court, Marion Superior Court, Wayne Township, Lake Superior Court, Tipton Circuit Court, Marion Superior Court, Lake Superior Court again, Newton Superior Court, Newton Superior Court, Jasmine Circuit Court. Not Jasmine, Jasper Circuit Court, Jasper Superior Court, Terre Haute, Lake Superior Court, Marion Superior Court, Howard again, Greenwood City, and bumping over to the last page, she is then in Lawrence Township back in April of 2016. So that just is a not, because there's so much, it would really take a long time to go through each charge. And I don't feel it's necessary. It speaks for itself. But we have several evictions, we have several small claim cases, civil collection cases, infractions, miscellaneous criminal, we have felonies, criminal misdemeanors, and then you have the actually, we have a recent eviction, which is quite interesting. And I don't know how this could possibly be on for record at this point. But as early as September 29th of 2023, she has an eviction. That's the first thing on her list here. So looks like she was evicted from an apartment and any and all other occupants. So if she was released from prison this summer, like I said, she has not wasted any time in not getting her life on track. So she's already got a court case against her for that. Right. And the trailer where this all transpired in on West 1400, the trailer park there, the ones that I had pictures of, that trailer specifically is owned, excuse me, it's owned by Jasmine's mother. And when Jasmine went to prison for this, that trailer was actually rented out to someone else with full contents. So mom never went in and took anything out of the trailer. She re-rented it as a furnished trailer. We'll get into that later, but I do know that for a fact. And you will also hear Jasmine discuss in this interview that, some of the things in the trailer belong to her mother. So, Rhonda, are we ready? Is everyone in chat ready? Do we want to go through chat really quick and see if there's any questions that we need to answer?
There's comments so far, but Bad Brian says, or asks rather, can you tell us about them finding Nicole's DNA under Ashley's nails?
I'm sorry. Okay. Can you tell us about them finding Nicole's DNA under Ashley's nails? Absolutely. That is actually, out of the 3 areas where Ashley's DNA was found, that one right there is the most reasonable to explain. It should have been a no-brainer to law enforcement, to the prosecutor's office, and it should have been made very clear by Ashley's defense attorney. Ashley and Nicole did get into a physical confrontation. There's no question. And Ashley, when she went into the Lafayette Police Department, she had a black eye that was given to her by Nicole. And Ashley does not deny that. You have to understand that the situation that both of these women were put in was unexpected. You've got Nicole, who believes she's the girlfriend of Garrett. And they had recently had some sort of a falling out to where she was in fear, to the point where she's reaching out to her family about her personal safety. And that's something that I've discussed in other videos. Ashley, on the other hand, was very familiar with Garrett and his behavior and what she had been programmed systematically in her own mind how to behave around him. And Ashley was put in a situation on that Monday after the Indiana investigators came to her home looking for Garrett in regards to Ray's case, which she didn't know anything about. And of course, they didn't tell her the details. They just said that he was involved in a situation with a gay male, which that right there, Ashley already was aware that Garrett had issues with his sexuality. And she had already made comments to her family. I think this is going on, yada, 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 yada. So she offered for the Indiana detectives that she would reach out to Garrett and see if she could get a hold of him to get him to contact them. Well, of course, human nature is what it is. And if you're a female and you find out you know, your boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. The whole situation, I think, is very cloudy in sense of what Ashley thought Garrett was to her and what Garrett thought he was. Ashley had kicked him out not only for stealing from her, stealing rent money and the abuse, but also because he was a cheater. He was a nonstop cheater. And he wasn't willing to accept that, which brings us to the incident that happened on January 21st, where he breaks in, he hog ties her with duct tape, strangles her unconscious. All of that we've gone over. It was a pretty horrendous situation that Ashley found herself in, but it wasn't the first time. So anytime a woman is in a situation of someone who is capable of doing those kinds of things, you learn how to move and not move in their presence. So you're not given a backhand to the face, so to speak. So at this particular time, this week, when she reached out to Garrett, he ends up showing up. And he shows up irate, pissed off because she had made a couple of comments on Facebook that were public, that have been made public, that obviously embarrassed him because he thinks he's a macho man. And he ends up beating the crap out of her. And he put her in the hospital on the 25th. I have those records, and we've gone over those in past videos. I don't know what Garrett's full intent was taking her to Jasmine Parker's house. But when he left Jasmine Parker's on Thursday morning, Ashley was in a position of literally, if you go back and you look where Jasmine's trailer is, you're going to see it's in the middle of no man's land. She had never been to this girl's house before. Jasmine was nice to her. It was, she didn't feel threatened. It was the same old shit that a Jack A boyfriend puts you in, and being in the situation that she's in, it's easier to sit there and go, all right, buddy, whatever. And I've interviewed Mikey Hiddle personally. Plus, Mikey Hiddle has gone on another YouTube creator's channel and gave an interview. And he states, he's told me, and I will get to that as we go on before we get to Ashley's interrogation videos, that when he was leaving with Garrett that day, Ashley was not happy. Ashley and Garrett were fighting. Ashley wanted to get in the car and leave. Garrett was giving her every reason under the sun to say, no, I'll be back. When I get back, I'll take you home then. So being left there that day, she had really no inkling that anything was about to go down. She simply thinks that him being the asshole that he was, that he took off with this new friend that he is meeting and going to go get drugs, and he got sidetracked. You're going to hear that she's made multiple phone calls trying to track him down, multiple accusations about the fact that she really doesn't know where she's at. She's getting nervous. She doesn't think he's coming back to get her. She doesn't know what to do. She didn't have a phone of her own. And Jasmine was not being easy to go through to access her phone. It was almost hindsight's 2020 at the time. Ashley had no idea what was coming and what was about to happen. And looking back now, she adamantly says, yeah, that's why Jasmine would not let me actually make phone calls on her phone. I was trying to reach out to people to find out where he was, if he was coming back. Otherwise, she was going to have to humble herself, swallow her pride, and call home to her grandmother, who's in her 80s, to make that long drive to try and track her down and pick her up. That's what she was trying to avoid. So when Garrett did eventually show back up, and he shows back up, not only after leaving her for 10 to 12 hours, and she's trying to track him down and no one's giving her any answers, and he's not contacted Jasmine to say, hey, tell Ashley I'm on my way, nothing. And he walks back in the door with his supposed side girl. What would the normal girl do besides say, what the F? Are you freaking kidding me right now? And that's exactly what Nicole said. What the hell is she doing here? There was a fight. Nicole had Ashley by the head of the hair. They tussle. Garrett breaks it up and puts Nicole in a headlock. So the DNA under Nicole's nails, and furthermore, anywhere else on her face or her hands is very explainable. And I'm not saying that to make an excuse. I'm not saying that to uh, redirect the facts. It is a fact. Ashley's DNA were under her nails. But when we get to Ashley's interrogation video, you are going to see first and foremost that when she walks into that interrogation room, she's scared. And when she finally does start to tell the story that she's telling is her version of events. It's not a preconceived planned story. And if there is a conspiracy in this case prior to that night, then there would have been a conspiracy story to go along with it as to what actually happened. And everybody else has some BS to tell, but Ashley is basically like, the problem with me and Nicole was Garrett. And he showed back up with her, and I was pissed. And this is what happened. So, I've always said that even when the truth is not in her favor, that is one thing that Ashley will say and do, and that's tell the truth. And I feel like her truth and her being honest hurt her. And at the same time, I feel that she wasn't. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking because I get really upset. I get emotional about this whole situation just because I know that there's a victim and her family out there who have suffered through all of this. And I know that Ashley and her family has suffered through all of this. And I can't force my opinion on everyone. All I can do is just present the facts and hope that people see what I see. And if they don't, I understand. But it's very, I get upset with it because 48 years for the situation that Ashley did not intentionally put herself in is not fair. And it's not what I believe she deserves at all. There's other people out there who are involved in the planning of this. And my job is to bring that to light. And hopefully people will see that. But it's not Ashley. So go ahead, Rhonda. Before.
Oh, well, I'm not going to add anything to that. But we do have the interrogation video ready. And there are some subtitles in it. It's not completely subtitled because a lot of the things you can hear, you can certainly hear Detective Rowe asking questions or making his comments. So I didn't need to really highlight that very much, but there are some parts where Jasmine is sobbing and crying, or if there was something particular that she did answer or respond with that I thought was, I don't know, worth pointing out with the subtitle. There's a pretty good stretch about the second half of it where there's really not any subtitles, but near the end of this video, this interrogation video, there's going to be a third detective that comes in, and so I think Amy's idea is that to have you pay really close attention to that, and so I did subtitle his questions to Jasmine. So again, and if there is a part where you didn't understand something, some of it I couldn't understand myself because she's doesn't speak very clearly all the time. If there is a part where you'd like to hear it again or you didn't understand a response or something, then I'm sure we can pause it and back it up a little bit for you as well. Is that right, Amy?
Yes. Okay. And if anybody, so please, if there's a portion that you want me to replay and I can back it up for a minute or two, please put in the comments, stop. Can we hear that again? I'll be more than glad to do that. And just know that the start of this interrogation video starts off a little slow They go through the whole Miranda. They go through seizing her phone. But I would say within about 10 minutes of this interrogation video, it really starts to take off. But you need to listen very closely to her description, to her explaining. Of course, she takes all blame off of herself, but what she says about Garen and Talitha is very telling. And I feel like that when she gets into that, please pay attention. I don't know how much of that has been subtitled, but we're going to get into it right now. So here we go.
Amy, do you want me to fast forward through the through all of the Miranda and stuff? Do you want to go pass through that? Or oh, you already did. Look at you. Okay. All right.
I did just a little bit. I'm going to back it up some. So basically, she comes in. They offer her water. They obviously have her sign over her rights. They read her the Miranda. She signs it. And then they start talking to her about the search warrant that was served at her property, but no one was there. And she pretends that she's seen the paperwork for the search warrant, but because she only completed the 8th grade, she can't read. So we'll just kind of start it right here.
Also, I do want to say, pay attention to how many ailments this lady has. I don't know that it matters really, but she's got everything possible wrong with her. To me, to use as excuses, but they could be valid ailments or disabilities that she has. But it's just interesting. So I just wanted to point that out too. Okay, I'm done. I'll be quiet.
Okay, here we go, guys.
To talk to the lawyer. Okay, you said to answer questions now without a lawyer present. You also have the right to stop answering anytime. You also have the right to stop answering time to talk to the lawyer. You understand all that?
Yeah.
You know what you now. Waiver rights, I've read the statement of my rights. I understand what my rights are. I am willing to make a statement and answer questions. I do not want a lawyer at this time. I understand what I am doing. No promises or threats have been made to me. No pressure or coercion, which basically no words of force of any kind has been used against me. Okay? And so we just want to clear some things up and maybe get your help on some things. So,
right, because my house had been tossed when I got there.
Yeah. So do you see
a warrant?
You see the search warrant we left behind? Okay?
Yeah.
And so, just want to talk about that.
Right. What's going on?
Well, we got to have you sign the form first.
Oh.
Okay. Just sign and then print your name under it, because half the time you can't read my signature. And then just put your date of birth next to it in case someone else in this world has the same name that you have. Okay, so tell me what you've been doing for the last couple of days.
The past 2 days I've been at the guy's house.
What's that?
I've been at the guy's house for 2 days.
Who's that?
Daniel Hart.
Where's he live?
Milford.
Okay, I didn't know that guy.
We used to date back in the day.
Okay. So you're over there romantically?
Yeah.
Okay, so what time did you get back home today?
32 o'clock, maybe.
Okay, and so what did you think when you seen that search warrant?
I didn't know what the fuck was going on, so I was like, well, if I did something wrong, then they would be here, so I was sat there and took that.
But it's your home.
Right. Well, my door's been kicked in the past month from my ex-boyfriend, so.
Okay. What did the search warrant say?
Something about homicide?
Okay. Do you know what the definition of that is?
No.
The killing of another human being?
Oh.
Now, do you know what we're talking about?
No.
Okay. Between Wednesday night, okay? So, I'm going to help you out here. Between Wednesday the 20th of March, so a little over a week ago, to Saturday, as in this is Tuesday, 2 days ago Saturday.
Okay.
3 days ago Saturday. Tell me what you did between Wednesday and Saturday.
2 days ago, I went to Milford and I've been there since.
What day?
I was there 2 nights.
When did you go over?
I went there about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night.
Just what day did you go over?
2 days ago.
So, Sunday?
Yeah, I don't even know what day of the week it is right
Well,
now.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So you went over Sunday about midnight?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you do before that? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
I slept for about 2 days before that. Because I was sleeping off a high.
Okay, high of what?
No.
Okay. On what? What night would you have gotten that high that you got to sleep 2 days off?
It's been 2 days. So much. I think there's Sunday night. Saturday night. So Friday night, Saturday night. And we're sleeping.
Well, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
And then my phone tells me everything. I don't know, honestly.
Okay. So we could probably look at that here and
Oh yeah,
that would help.
definitely.
Okay. Do you want to get that? It's just right out on this table for phone.
I was in a car accident. I don't have very good memory.
Okay.
So
I understand. We'll try to work on it. Also, before you get before we go looking through stuff like that, you said we could send a search meeting that you're gonna allow me to look at and stuff like that. So. Okay. I'm gonna read this to you first, okay? And then I'll have you sign it. Same thing, my name, the date, the time, the location. You're just gonna put your name, your date of birth. Have been informed of the following. I have not been promised anything in exchange for consenting of this search. I have not been threatened in any way to force or compel me to give us voluntary consent to search my mobile device. I fully understand anything found in the search of my mobile device may be used against me in court of law. I have the right to refuse the removal of data and/or search of my mobile device. I am sober, competent, sufficiently intelligent to understand this form and my rights. I can read, write, and understand the English language, which we're reading it to you anyway. I have received the following formal education. You're just going to put the grade that you last completed. I understand I have the right to consult with an attorney prior to giving consent. And that's why we're just asking for you to help us out here, figure this stuff out. I authorize a law enforcement officer to take possession and or conduct a complete search. I'm not at that point now, but I'm still ready to. I authorize a law enforcement officer to take possession and or conduct a complete search of the following, which is a cell phone. And the aforementioned equipment will be subject to data duplication imaging for forensic analysis for any data pertinent to the incident or the criminal investigation that we're looking at.
Why can't you go back?
Yeah, and if we, and that's what I'm going to ask. We're going to look at it, and then I'm going to ask if we could do a data duplication on it, just meaning we're just gonna plug it in and just take some data from it, but you're still gonna have everything on it. It's just duplicating whatever's on it. So it's not like it's erasing it or anything like
Right,
that.
I don't believe my sister's.
Just data duplication is all it's doing. Okay, transferring files
Yeah.
through different methods. I hereby authorize, and that'll be me. Deputy County Sheriff's Office expected to completely search my mobile device or article and all of its contents data within a period of 30 days. We just do that in case someone says, hey, I'm not going to be around for 2 weeks. Go ahead and do it, and I'll just pick it up whenever I can be back and pick it up. If you need the phone, we'll do it quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so the make and model is Samsung.
Galaxy
Okay.
6.
Serial number, you probably don't know that. Do you have a lock or anything on it?
No.
Okay, let's do it together. If you just want to go to settings. Okay, just go to, that's apps. You should have a small wheel. There you go.
Here, so
Okay, what?
it's not a good person around here, so.
Okay, who is it?
Zach Lovely.
Okay. So how long have you had it though?
He put my chip in the phone. That should be able. I don't know anything about that. My boyfriend says that I should be able to tell him when I got it and everything.
But I mean, when did you physically get it from?
Maybe a month ago.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit longer. Maybe a month and 2 weeks. I didn't even know it was a Galaxy till last night.
Turn to HJ7, 48, 182P. What's your phone number? Did you used to have a Clark?
Yep, Clark from Indian.
That's your maiden name?
Yeah.
All right. That makes sense.
What's the Ricky basket?
Your name, date of birth, your highest education.
Like I completed 8th grade.
That's fine.
I got my GED.
Okay.
So.
So Mikey, says, hey, what's up? Mom said there's cops at the trash.
Yeah, Mom said there was like 10 cops at the trailer and they had shotguns. And I asked him if he had heard anything and knew why. And I called him and he said no, but he said be careful because of some of the people I was hanging out with.
Okay. I want to know, your trailer came up in the investigation, okay? Between Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesday and Saturday. A bunch of people were over there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Take me from there.
See, Chris had some friends come over.
Chris?
Memphis.
Okay. What day?
Okay. It's calling for 2, I slept about 2. Yeah, I'd say about 6 days.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wednesday night? I'm asking you.
I don't know, honestly.
Okay. By Wednesday night?
I'd be able to tell you from the Facebook, yeah.
Okay, go there real quick.
Let's see. March 28th. Alright, actually, since I was 12:30, maybe the 27th. They gave me 27th.
27th,
Yeah.
11:37 p.m.
They're gonna get in trouble for this, right? I mean, I'm the avid drug user, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna lie about it.
No, I know that. I'm just needing you to be honest about everything that we're going to talk about. What's a bit?
Huh?
What's a bit? Smoke a bit.
Smoke some dope.
Just like
I don't smoke it, so
no.
I'll let you keep that.
Okay, so tell me what happened.
Came over to business, left. Was shaking this dude and Chris's friends were there. I don't know, they all partied for a while.
Who were they?
G is what they get calling him. I think his first name is Gary.
Okay.
And then her name is Ashley.
Ashley.
Yeah, that's all I know.
And who was the other girl?
That was it. And I mean, my cousin and his girlfriend came over, but they already left. And then it was just us 4. Me and Chris went in my bedroom. They were out in the living room. Chris got all weird like he always does. Left. That was like morning, 5, 6 a.m. They were sleeping. They got up.
Who's that?
And that is
Okay. Would that be the guy named G or Garrett?
Yep. Just thinner, yeah.
Dinner. No. This girl. Okay. So who's all there? Garrett, Ashley. Did you say another girl? No.
No, me and Chris.
You and Chris, who else?
And that's it. After my cousin and his old lady left.
No. Who are they?
Yeah, Chris. There's another kid named Chris, and I never did catch her name. It didn't matter.
Chris what?
Offshore.
Offshore?
Yeah, so
Okay. And then you're talking about this Chris as being Chris who?
Chris Mathis and I were still in the house with them.
Okay. Tell me what happened.
Chris ended up leaving. He left all day that day. He packed away his shit, he left. Because he kept saying, he gets weird when he gets high.
Listen, Jasmine, you've seen the search warrant. Okay? We're investigating a homicide.
Right.
Okay? Now your trailer.
Right.
So, I don't have time to sit
I
here
know, I'm trying to...
all day and a day and day for you to tell me a bunch of BS that really makes no difference to me. I want to know what happened inside your trailer that a body was killed. Period.
Seriously, I don't...
Because you were there. I got several people putting you there.
I don't know what...
I'm not saying you're involved in doing it, but you were there. So...
What do you mean I was there?
You were there. It's your home. You were there. You were inside. Plain simple. So we got two choices. Either you're going to be a witness or a suspect. That's it. You're going to make that determination. And I'm bringing you in here to allow you, to afford you that opportunity. Because if not, I'd throw a search warrant on you and a arrest warrant and be done. Don't give two craps about your side of the story. And just put you behind bars and let you deal with it. Or I bring you in here and I sit you down and ask you. So that's the difference.
Look, you gonna make sure I'm fucking safe after this, or what?
We'll do our best.
No, there ain't no best.
Well, I don't know what you're about to tell me, but I know what the facts are. Let us deal with that, okay? We don't know what we can do until you start talking to us, and then absolutely we will. We're not gonna turn our backs on you, but you need to be truthful. Period.
I was in my fucking bedroom washing laundry. My bathtub because I don't have a washer. I heard something happen in the living room afterward. I didn't see shit.
What happened after that?
I heard about talking about it.
Heard who?
Gee,
G isn't Garrett. Talking about it, doing what?
he got rid of this girl.
Okay, well, got rid of. I need to know what happened
I
before
don't
got rid
know.
of.
I don't know.
But you were all
She
inside the
fucking
home.
gone.
I know that, but you were all inside the home.
I was in my bathroom fucking doing laundry. Like, I'm already urine. I swear to God.
But it happened in your home.
I know.
So you need to start, I get it. If you didn't have your hands on it, that's one thing, but you need to start really thinking what you heard. And tell me every little thing and let me figure out if it's useful or not. So you were in your bedroom, or your bathroom.
Doing laundry.
So you're washing dryers in your bathroom.
No, I don't have a washer.
Okay.
I do it by hand. So the water's running, I don't hear nothing, the music's playing, we're all high. I wasn't paying no attention to what was going on. I know that fucking Ashley was back there, she was talking, they were fighting.
So who was fighting?
Gene, Garrett and fucking Ashley.
Okay.
That's what I do know. And
What happened when you walked out? What did you see?
I didn't see nothing. My house was wrecked.
Okay, so what was Garrett?
So I figured they, got in an argument. He said he slapped her. She was crying like she always does.
Okay. What happened inside your home, Jasmine? You know that body we discovered?
I've heard about it, yeah.
Okay, I seen on your phone,
Yeah,
you
I
had a
know.
press release right in front of it.
I know.
She came from your house. So either you're gonna be a witness or you're gonna be a suspect in it.
I'm not going to be a suspect.
Then you gotta start talking to me then. I already know a lot of things. I'm not gonna ask questions I'm not gonna ask you a question if I don't know the answer to it, because then we're just gonna do this shit in a circle, and we're never gonna get nowhere.
Truthfully, I was fucking...
But you're not. You started the right direction, and then you realize, shit, I seen too much, or I did something, I didn't say something. Not worried about that. But you've got to be truthful from this point forward. The rest of your life depends on.
Fucking G, dude, it is.
Hey, look at me. Don't worry about G. Let us deal with G. You need to be truthful, though. Unless you want to be sitting in a cell block for the rest of your life, too. What happened inside you? Let us deal with G. Come on, Jasmine. Just let it go and you'll feel a lot better. I hope that you have some remorse, or at least you have some part of what happened to that poor girl. Just take me through, replay in your mind what happened when you walked out of the bathroom.
When I walked out of the bathroom, because you were tired.
G?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought these guys were okay at 30 minutes. He was so tired, and I knew he'd smacked her. I heard that.
What do you mean tired?
Wore out. Like
after you ran and you're tired and you're huffing
oh, more than that.
More than that?
Yeah.
Alright, keep going.
Like, sat down and he almost fell asleep. There was another chick there, but I don't remember that chick's name.
Keep going, Jasmine.
There was an older lady there, but I don't remember her name.
Would you know it if I asked you? Yes or no? Would you know it if I mentioned it?
Talisa?
Right. Yeah. Talisa. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Keep going, Jasmine.
He was wore out. And he left. He kept leaving, coming back, and I told him. Good times traffic like that. They started getting loud and fucking stupid like always. Left for like 3 or 4 hours. Maybe it wasn't quite 4. Like 2 or 3 maybe. He left for a while and then came back.
I understand that, and all that stuff happened. But Jasmine, there was a poor girl killed inside your trailer. You went from walking out to basically when he came back. I need everything in between.
I was in the bathroom doing the laundry.
Jasmine, I'm not going to give you details of the case, but it is not something that happened quick, and it is not something that you could not have known about. Period. We're not even going to negotiate that. I've been at the crime. I've been completely involved in this 24/7 for the last handful of days. I know everything about this case. There's no way in hell that you did not know what happened. I'm not saying you did it, but don't lie and say that you didn't even know what happened.
I was doing laundry. Like, I'm down in the water
Jasmine,
with the water running and the music playing.
I get that.
I'm already hard hearing.
I get that. But you need to quit being worried about G. You really want to give up the rest of your life for G? That's the road you're going down. Just be truthful and let us deal with everything after that. What happened to the girl?
I just heard what they were saying.
You had to be inside the home when it happened.
I was doing laundry.
Jasmine, you're not going to like the road that you're choosing to go down.
That's the way it is.
No, it's not though.
Yeah, it is.
You're just afraid of you talking. Do you not want some closure for that girl's family?
More than anything, it's horrible.
No, she got kids, right? Little kids.
Jasmine, we're just asking you to be truthful. It happened in your home. Everybody's high, I get it.
No, I don't pay attention to shit except me.
What did Garrett say?
Something about the stupid bitch and fucking... They got rid of her. And then I heard about the body.
Who's
Two and two.
Who's they? You said they got rid of her.
Him and Buddy.
Him and Buddy?
Yeah.
Who's that? Jasmine, I already know. Girl, I already know. Just say it. Jasmine, just say it. Jasmine, who is it? Mathis. What's his first name? Jasmine, let us know what it is. Chris Mathis, okay? What'd they do?
Whatever to say, they got rid of it.
How did they kill a girl and get rid of the body? Get rid of the body, I get. How did they kill a girl in your trailer and you not see something?
I was doing laundry.
Do you have nightmares from what you've seen that night?
No, I didn't see shit. I swear to God, I didn't see nothing. I just was gonna be calling to my mother. If that was my kid, dude, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Tell me what happened inside there that you know, Jasmine.
That's all I know.
Who else was in the trailer when it happened? You, G, you said Ashley, his girlfriend, an older lady, Talitha, Chris.
Chris wasn't there.
Okay.
He came back with Chris.
But Chris came down. Chris came down.
Yeah.
And he was there.
Other Chris. Now it says, yeah. He came down because G called him to go get him.
So, what was the other Chris's name?
My cousin?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because you said he was coming down, but you said
No,
Chris Mathis.
that was earlier. We got high and he left way earlier. Didn't have.
So you, G, Ashley, the victim, and Talitha were all inside that trailer when it happened.
I didn't even know they were there.
I get it. But you were all inside that trailer when it happened.
Apparently, yeah.
And you're trying to tell me that you didn't see
Swear to God, I didn't.
what they did to this poor girl.
No.
Who have you talked to since to find out what they did? Because I know that you've reached out to somebody. We have technology on our side.
Mikey. This is how I found out.
Okay, was Mikey there?
No.
Was he there earlier?
No. Well, wait. Maybe earlier. He's always coming by. But
Was he inside the trailer when it happened?
no.
What did Mikey say? What did you, Mikey, say? Jasmine, I already know answers.
I don't
Good question.
think we ever talked about anything like that.
Why did you throw his name out there?
Because that's who was always there. That's who I did reach. You said who I reached out
Who did
to.
you talk to about this mess after? Because we're all human. We're all like, oh shit, I feel like shit. I mean, my God, something happened in my place. Shit is gonna go back.
When
real
he sent me
soon.
that, the new county had found the body, I called him.
And what did you say?
He's like, you're hanging around some shitty people.
And what did you say?
I think I know that. I need to quit it. I want to go to rehab. I want to quit all this.
What else did you tell him?
I don't know. He came by and got me. He left.
Jasmine, you guys talked. What did you tell him? I'm seriously sitting here trying to help you.
I don't remember. I really
You talked
don't.
about the incident. It's human nature. You gotta talk to somebody about it. That's
I've
a
never
horrific
talked-
event.
Didn't see anything to talk about.
But you talked about it.
What
Why
I
are you
heard.
looking at me like I'm surprised?
I heard. That's it.
You talked to him about what you heard?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you used to have a... Trying to start that. All right, give me a minute. I'm really just deciding if I want to sit here and talk with you or just go ahead and work the case. I'm really deciding that, so give me a second, okay? So I'm trying to help you out, and I don't know. I'm going to get mixed feelings on this. I really, that's why we came out to bring you in here, so I honestly could just sit here and truly have a heart-to-heart with you.
I really am.
And I'm just not feeling like you really get two shits.
No, I do, or I wouldn't fucking say a word on this snitch.
There's a difference between snitch on someone because they're throwing some rock out the window or something. There's another about some girl's fucking life taken.
If I would have seen that, I would have called the cops instantly. I'm a mother.
You got a search warrant with homicide word on it, and you...
I didn't know what fucking homicide is. I didn't even graduate in 9th grade.
I'm just telling you, I'm seriously trying to help you. Just please think about that here in a minute, okay? I'll be back in.
I'm fucking drug addict, fucking...
I'm not worried about that, girl. Seriously, okay? That's the least thing right now. I'm not really worried about that. I'm not judging you for that. I'm just asking you to be truthful. Even the most hardcore drug addict knows right and wrong, and the truth or lie. Simple as that. Okay? Just think. Do you have like a silk scarf inside the house? That's the least thing right now. I'm not really worried about that. I'm not judging you for that. I'm just asking you to be truthful. Even the most hardcore drug addict knows right and wrong, and the truth or lie. Simple as that. Okay? Just think. All right, Jasmine. Can we be honest now?
I'm dead.
I know, but listen. Let us take care of Chief. I want you out on the street breathing that summer air. But you gotta be truthful with me, okay? What happened inside there?
I don't know. I was doing laundry. I swear to God.
Did you have a multicolored scarf inside? Did you have like a silk scarf inside the house?
Yeah.
Okay. I know.
We
Okay.
saw my lamp in my living room.
Okay. What lamp was that?
It's a tall stand-up, literally just got a piece of glass around it
Okay.
in my living room.
So when you walk into the living room.
Yeah, when you first walk in, there's like two couches, one sitting this way and one this way. And there's a lamp right in the middle of it. And on that lamp, there's like little sculpt things, and that scarf was there.
Okay. Where did that scarf come from?
My kids bought it for
Right.
each other.
Your kids bought it for you. I knew that.
And what did you said something else? What did you say?
She's wanting to, she knows that scarf is tied around the poor girl. But her kid bought it, she just doesn't want to come off that. Did you physically tie it around the girl?
No, I didn't.
Then stop covering for fucking
I did not.
Then stop covering for
I
her.
didn't see anything.
But you seen that scarf that your baby kids bought you that they fucking used.
No, I just know that it's gone. Kids look at the fucking TV. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I know, there's a cord missing off the TV, isn't there?
No, I can't even turn it on. I don't know.
Right. That little flat screen TV in the living room, right?
Yeah.
The plug's in the side? Right?
Yeah.
Did I not tell you already know?
I don't know. I just fucking turned it on and it works. It won't work.
Because it's missing a cord?
Apparently the one plugs in the wall.
Well, did you look?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see it missing something?
Yeah?
What?
The cord that plugs into the wall.
Where'd that cord go?
No,
Jasmine, girl.
I really didn't. Like it was.
I don't try to help people this much. I really don't. What do you think they did with it?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
But you do know, girl, and you're trying to
No,
get out
I
of your
know.
head.
I swear to God, I don't know.
Do you have a blanket? Where's that gray blanket from inside the home? Where did it come from?
Where's what?
The gray blanket. Thin gray blanket. Where'd you have one inside the home? Did you have one inside?
I don't know.
It's a real thin, like ruler felt type blanket. Where did you have one at?
There's a bunch of sheets in the spare room.
What spare room?
When you first walk in, the living room's right there, and there's a room right there, and then another room. And that first room is where I keep all the sheets and stuff. Sheets and pillowcases and shit for when people stay over.
Where at again? Where's the room?
Yeah, there's a living room, and there's a bedroom, and then another bedroom and a bathroom.
Yes.
That first bedroom is where
Yes.
I keep spare, like, clothes and stuff
Where
like
did
that.
Where? In the bedroom or the closet?
It'd be in the closet. It's an open closet. Right? It's where you keep sheets.
Did you have a gray one in there?
I honestly don't know.
If I showed you a picture?
I'm colorblind. Seriously. I watch the sheets, dude.
What about tape?
There's tape in everybody's house. Like, plenty of tape.
Did you have tape inside packaging tape, the white tape? Where is that located?
White tape.
Wide.
Wide? Had it been in the water room, I'd imagine. As far as tape is.
Did you have any tan packaging tape?
My mom used to live there. She was a hoarder. I had lots of fucking weird shit. Tape, fucking medical tape and regular tape.
Did you go with them when they dumped the girl? Are you sure about that? And tell me what you saw when you walked in the front room.
Shit, I never walked in that front room. When I walked in that front room, the movie case thing that had all these movies sitting there was all broken up. I started bitching about that. And he said that him and Tuckett, old girl, got into it, Ashley, and that broke. I didn't think it was this fucking
What
hard. I
happened
didn't
to-
look laundry.
Who's this girl?
I never dealt with her, so I don't know.
What body did they get rid of?
I don't even know. I haven't heard the name.
So you're trying to tell me that you don't know that girl, and that they killed someone inside your home, but you didn't see it. You don't know that girl, but they dumped the body.
You know what? I'm done, man. If you're gonna be an ass, it's cool. Like I've shared quite a bit of information.
Not all of it, right?
Yeah, I have. Everything I fucking know.
I don't think you would be this emotional. I don't think it would hurt you that much unless you physically saw.
No, because it's just so guilty because I'm a fucking mom. And I fucking ratted out Chris.
But Chris did what he did, not you. Right? You're saying you didn't have any involvement?
I didn't have any involvement. I didn't do shit.
What door did G take the body out of?
I don't know.
What vehicle did they use?
I don't know.
You know what vehicle they used?
I don't fucking go outside.
I mean, they just talk?
No. If they do, I don't barely ever fucking hear them. They do that shit on purpose.
Was your TV plugged into the wall or an extension cord or what?
I need an extension cord because the one plug-in doesn't work. It keeps falling out.
The what, the actual outlet?
Yeah, the actual outlet keeps falling out, so you have to use the extension cord into almost the bar, where the bar is in the kitchen.
There's a bar right there. There's a outlet bar that was right where your internet router was plugged in.
Yeah, the microwave and the TV plugs into that, because the extension, or that plug-in on that wall doesn't work right. It keeps falling out like it doesn't matter.
So the cord wouldn't have been long enough to reach all the way over to the
yeah,
cord?
Yeah, and it's
So
a microwave too.
what was the extension cord like?
Extension cord?
I know, I mean, do you know what color it was?
Colorblind. It's
Short
dark.
one, short one, long one?
Honestly, I think they're all short in the house. I think I have like 3 of them. Yeah, 3 of them are all short.
I seen a few in there.
Yeah.
The ones I seen in there were about 6 feet long and they were brown. Basically, you had an extension cord and you just had like a long flat plug like that and you could plug one,
Right.
2 or 3 things
Yeah.
into it. Or 2 things probably.
Yeah. And then I got a bunch of them bar things that we plug in.
So that was pretty much consistent with what was plugged in.
Yeah, it's always
So it wasn't like some 25-foot long orange cord or something.
I wouldn't have the huge, it's like outside one.
Jasmine, I wasn't trying to be an ass with you, but that photo I showed you was the victim. So you really want to tell me now that she's in your home because I know she was?
No, I swear to God, I'd never seen that girl before.
Well then, how did something happen inside your home and the body be carried out and you not see that girl? That's who it was. Jasmine, I'm telling you, that's the victim. As of last month, that's what she looked like. You don't want to know what she looks like now. I would never do that to you. It's horrible. Just please tell me what she was doing at home.
I don't know. I didn't even know anybody else was there.
But she was in the home. Jasmine, but she was in the home.
I've never seen her.
Jasmine, she had kids. You have kids, right? I would work just as hard for you on your behalf if something happened as I'm doing for her. But I'm asking you to walk alongside me and help me out here. I want to walk alongside you against you, okay? Did G bring that girl up?
I don't know.
You didn't see that girl in that home.
I've never seen anybody. I've never seen shit.
Jasmine, I'm not saying to ask. That's just a girl.
I've never seen her. I swear to God, me and Ashley were in the bathroom. I was doing laundry. Because there was my period blood all over the blanket. My period blood all over my blanket. And I was more concerned about getting that fucking thing out of my brand new sheet than anything.
Did you have, what color was that blanket that you're washing? What color was it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Did it have
Dark.
a print on it or anything like that?
No, it's the sheet that goes on my bed.
Just a solid color then?
Yeah, it's like double keen or something like
Like
that.
the flowers on it?
No.
Do you have, where was the comforter inside the home? That was like a cream color, and I know you're colorblind, but by patterns. It was like a cream color with flowers. Where'd that come from?
Flowers? That was
Small flowers or something.
No, not my house. Nope.
You didn't have a comforter like that in
No,
there?
I don't do flowers.
I don't know if it's free.
Zebra trainer, the cheetah shit, but yeah,
If
and
it's
then
free,
solid colors.
If it's free,
I
I'd
do,
take it. You
yeah,
know?
well, no, I do solid colors. I have boys, all boys. They're weird about shit like that. You don't do flowers.
Yeah, I get that, but don't mean it wasn't a spare blanket folded up somewhere.
It was my mom had it.
But I mean, you lived in a home, do you remember seeing it?
No, I don't ever remember seeing that.
Where's Chris at? You know we gotta talk to him, guys. And you know what? Hey, you know, I'm willing to sit like this and talk to him. But I'm literally one stroke of a pen away from not worrying about talking to him. And he can deal with it the rest of his life the hard way. But I'm willing to sit down and talk to him like this, but I'm running out of time and patience.
He came by 2 days ago right before I went to Daniel's and said he was going to that town and he asked me if I wanted to go and I said no. I was done with him.
Why were you done with him?
Because he's fucking...
you-
I'm done doing dope, I'm done with that.
You knew what he did, right?
No, I'm just tired of him being shady and sneaky.
But you've heard him.
No, he was sleeping with other girls. It was different.
So him carrying a body, does it bother you? I mean, you openly, I'm not trying to trick you up, Jeff. But you do that.
Yeah, when I heard him say that, that was that. Whether he did or not.
Have you talked to him since the last 2 days?
No, he blocked me on Facebook. You can look.
He blocked you?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Because I asked him to.
Why would you block him? Why would you ask him to block you?
Because I love him to death.
Why would you ask him to block you then?
You can read the message. I asked him to block me because I didn't have the guts to do it. If he cared about me, he'd block me.
You certainly really care for Chris.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Did you have a relationship before?
Yeah.
For how long?
A while.
How long's a while?
A couple years.
So Daniel guy just a side thing, and you really just have feelings for Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, well, why not have a relationship with him then?
Because he can't sleep with the girls.
Did he cheat on you?
He wants an open relationship, and I'm not cool with that. He wouldn't fuck no for us. I couldn't do it.
Well, guys, I know if you care for him that much, you know where.
He said he went to Indy.
I know he can't go down there.
He's probably his mom's. Truthfully.
Over here on First?
Yeah.
Where's she live, and I'll tell you if that's the right.
I honestly, I don't drive.
So you don't know physically where the house is at?
I've been by there a few times.
Right over here?
Yeah, it's
So
over
that
there.
tracks.
Yeah. Lisa, Craig, or whatever. Yeah.
Where can I find these other people? I've already got teams out looking. I'm just trying to, again, tell the prosecutor.
Actually,
that
they
you're
begged me
positive.
to come get her. And G, if you look on my phone, was missing.
Gee, what?
G was missing. You could look on the phone, it's the messages saying I quit replying to him.
Missing since when?
When you said missing, but then you quit replying to him, what do you mean by that?
Like, I quit asking questions and shit like that.
But he wasn't replying?
He don't ever answer me, it's always her.
Okay, not worried about G. We'll take care of G. Where's Ashley at?
Cartersville.
Okay, where at?
I don't know.
So where were you gonna pick her up at?
She didn't give me an address.
Let's take a
You
look.
can look
Okay.
at her right now. She told me on the phone it was Crawfordsville. Because I remember standing in Daniel's kitchen talking to her on the phone. And she said, hey, when, are you, because she asked me where I was. I said, Milford. She goes, well, then you could just swing by here to Crawfordsville and grab me up.
Who's this, Sean Wiley?
The guy that's been talking to me. We're supposed to go out Thursday.
Okay, so it got stuck down south. GS, friend saved me, who's that?
She's G's friend.
G's friend saved me, made leave shit crazy. I need to talk to you though. And then you call her.
Yep.
5 minutes. What did you talk about?
She told me that he snapped out on her again and the friend saved her or whatever. And they started talking about Sean. And then I was at Daniel's. And she asked me where I was, and I said Illinois. And she goes, well, exactly where? I said Milford. And she goes, well, you could just swing by Crawfordsville and grab me up. I thought about it for a second.
Where were you gonna pick her up though?
She just said Crawfordsville. I don't drive, so they give me a destination. I go there. I'm a driver, go there. I mean, I'll legit fucking call the bitch for you.
Yeah, let's do that. Put her on speaker, okay?
You have to have Wi-Fi for that one.
I have to have Wi-Fi. You can put in the password or whatever. I just have to have Wi-Fi.
Let's check that right here.
I don't.
I mean, I have my account number if I can use somebody's phone or whatever. I don't care. I just have that Wi-Fi to get hold of her.
What's her number?
She don't have a number. It's Facebook only. We don't do numbers.
Can you get a hold of hotspot off your start this off?
Yeah, but
If you want to do that,
yeah.
I mean, you can do it all yourself, Leah. I don't need to do shit. Just, I don't know if you can do that, but...
You know, ask her and figure out what's going on there.
I don't even message Chris's mom and see what Chris is. Because when I call, she gets hold of it. negotiates me.
What's that?
Chris's mom will get hold of Chris for me. Did you guys talk to my mom?
I don't know. I got a lot of guys out there working.
That poor lady's probably gonna have a stroke. Bitch. Look, I don't know if Daniel will tell you or not, but I did tell Daniel last night that I heard them talking about it.
You talked to a few people about it.
I didn't tell Daniel.
I'm not trying to trick you up, girl.
I know.
I've talked to a lot of people already. I'm trying to help you out because, like I said, it's either you're part of it or you're a witness.
I didn't do it, so
I know. Jess, okay. But you just gotta, I'm tired of like trying to drag you.
No, I told you.
So what's this about? Tell me about G. Why are you so scared? What's G done in the past that you're so scared? Because again, you know from when it's what?
That's who he knows. It's Talisa. He's a 30 white boy. You don't fuck around with them.
Why?
She wind up missing.
Why?
Why?
Who else ended up missing?
I don't know. I will. I know I gotta move now. Second I walk out of here, I gotta leave.
Let us take care of G. But what has he done in the past that?
It's Talisa. Me and her side of the room, we were talking while I was doing laundry, and she's been to prison, and she's done some shady shit.
Like what?
She's made other bodies disappear and shit, and she was pretty proud of it.
Okay. The Talisa girl?
Yeah, she was just talking up on her rap and shit. She'd been to prison, and I asked her what prison was like, because I had probation on the 4th, and I went clean. And I was scared I was gonna go to prison.
What'd she admit to on getting rid of the body?
She just said that she'd moved bodies and she'd done this and she's taken people to hog farms and she's put them in rivers and she's done all kinds of crazy stuff. Just talk it up on herself. Because she was trying to fucking get to see if I was a snitch or not.
Why?
Why? She's weird.
Who did she come with?
I guess G.
Another guy? I mean, she had a
No, G,
boyfriend?
no. She came by herself. She was in the house, like, me and Ashley were in the house, and then all of a sudden, me, G, and that Talisa chick was in the house. But Ashley and G kept disappearing, and I think they were arguing out in the living room.
What about something about you worried about getting killed or dropped off from Hopkins Park, or what's all that about?
Me getting killed or getting dropped off in Hopkins Park?
Yeah, did you ever talk with anybody about that stuff?
No.
No? Okay. We're going to connect to a hot spot, okay? CenturyLink 8269, is that your home Wi-Fi spot?
Yeah, I think so.
CenturyLink
Well, yeah, until it disappeared.
8269?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have a micro USB charger cable.
Actually, I think I have one. I don't have one.
Okay. Maybe that 2%. I thought I had a little bit more time.
So you seem pretty afraid of G's, like retaliation or something, right?
I know better.
So, what would make you so scared of it? I mean, you would have to know something of him to, like, I'm not gonna be scared of somebody unless I know they actually did something.
I dated him before, more than his buddies.
So you've known of him for a while.
Not of him personally. I just met him, but I've heard of them and the people. You know, he mentioned a few names that I knew.
Okay. What's he done in the past that's not good, I guess, that you know of?
They're killers. They know.
So this wouldn't be G's first kill.
I don't know.
You know, it wouldn't surprise you, though.
No, not at all.
Okay.
And that sleeps with that crazy bitch.
So him and her are pretty tight?
Oh yeah. I'm more scared of fucking police than him.
What does she look like? Is she
She's real pretty, like real pretty girl.
white girl, black girl?
Little white girl, dark hair. Like I'd probably say it was definitely black.
Okay.
She's got like Indian features, like dark.
There you go. You plug that in there.
She got tats anywhere?
I don't know. All I seen really seen was her ass because it was hanging out of the jeans. And she had a backless shirt on.
So she's skinny or
Yeah, she's thick.
medium?
She's been to prison. She's been to Rockville,
Okay.
so I know she's in the system.
Yeah.
She's a real pretty girl.
Who's that?
Lisa.
You say she's a little older?
Yeah, she's older than me.
Like, how's that?
I'm 34. She was about almost 40, I think she said.
Don't know her last name?
Never said.
You have her on Facebook or anything?
Nope. I was scared enough of that bitch.
I didn't catch the description. Skinny, hair,
No, she's a little skinny thing, dark, about like right here, dark hair. She's real pretty. I didn't see no tattoos at all. Cause she had a backless, like she had a shirt that was pretty much showing everything. I didn't see not one tattoo. But she's been to Rockville, Madison, shot about 3 different prisons in Indiana. Women's prisons, I remember that.
You don't know her last name?
Nope, never said a word. And they live on something about a farm or something like that. Because she kept referring to the farm. Where you like go underground and hide. That's what it is.
Like a storm shelter?
Yeah, they've got one.
Okay, so a lot of farms have them.
No, it's not like that. That's what they call this trap house or whatever it was. That way they get away from the cops.
Oh, okay. It's where they basically...
Yeah. So whatever word they use that for is...
What county city?
Lafayette. Lafayette.
You don't know where she lives, though?
I haven't had glasses in 2 years, so honestly I can't even see. License registering the state back in February, and I ain't even bothered trying to get them.
You didn't even bother getting your license?
No, not yet.
Why, just because you're going to pass it?
No, because I wanted to be clean off spice for a while.
Off spice? So what's your drug choices?
Spice. I give up my kids for it.
Who has the kids now?
TCMS. They were adopted out. We eat the juice.
You get to see them at all?
Is there ever a chance you get them back?
They were adopted out and don't get to know the shit. It's probably better for them.
I was going to ask, I mean...
It is right now. This person at work, it was here recently. I loved my job. I was doing great.
Where'd you work?
Riverfed. I was a housekeeper. It was something.
What's wrong with that?
I can't be off the spice.
What happened?
I said, clean up spice. I said, clean up spice. It was fucking Chris.
No, I'm saying is, so you were doing fine working, what happened? Chris came back in your life and you got back into it?
Cops kicked him door, he went to jail. I had to get him out. And I just went to hell. Mikey tried to get me away from Chris.
Who did?
Mikey.
So why didn't you take him up on it? Tell me, I'm not living your life.
I never strayed away or disobeyed. Me and Chris have a bond. We never told on each other or anything.
And he gets you into this? And that's not a good friend.
Oh, he did a lot more than that. He told my mom I was back on dope and shit.
So how does it
I didn't know that until today.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you standing up for these guys?
I'm not anymore. I told Daniel last night I didn't want to do it anymore. I couldn't do it. It was eating me alive. Just thinking that they thought about fucking getting dumping some chick off. It didn't matter if she had kids or she didn't. When her fucking mom thought.
Let's not sugarcoat it. Dumping a chick off means dropping them off on the edge of the street so she can catch another ride.
No,
that's not what happened.
Not that kind of drop off.
They got rid of a dead body. We're not going to sugarcoat it. We can't.
That's what you mean by drop off.
Okay. I'm just saying you just can't. It's reality. You can't sugarcoat it.
I know.
Do you know what cars everybody was driving when they came to your house that day?
I hear he traded off. It was light colored. I seen it when they pulled up behind us. Light colored 2-door. It's really a sports car.
Okay.
Like not an Eclipse, but what are they called? It didn't have the bumper was all fucked up.
Okay. Which bumper?
The front bumper, the left side,
Okay.
the driver's side.
Yeah.
It was like missing like this much of it.
Okay.
Color would probably be gold, tan, like light, silver, possibly maybe like a light pink.
It's hard to tell because you're...
Yeah, I'm colorblind. Like I've been colorblind for so long. Like I knew what colors were, so I can tell, some. Not all like that. It was a light color though.
And who was driving that car? She was?
That when he pulled up behind us, yeah.
And who was with she when he pulled up behind you?
That was him and Ashley. When me and Mikey had left, they hunted us down to see if they could get my house key. And I told them they weren't going back in my house till I got home.
Was
Because I wanted them to leave.
just still daylight at this point?
Oh yeah. And I left for the whole day, me and Mikey did.
You and Mikey left for the whole, what?
The whole day that
The whole day.
And when I came back, Chris was there. Chris was in my house. I had a bunch of shit come up missing. And they dipped out and I haven't seen them since.
On a different topic, while detectives looked at the phone there, who do you think broke into? Was it Mikey's safe that was broken into? Or someone's safe was broken into?
Oh, my old roommate.
You said stuff came up missing the other day, so you think maybe
I know.
Mathis broke in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on one.
Okay.
I don't think he did that though. I know for a fact he didn't do that.
To do what?
Break into that safe.
Who did?
It wasn't Chris. I know for a fact it wasn't Chris. Because he was with me, and I wasn't there.
Okay, who's Ian Lear?
Who?
Ian Lear?
Some kid I went to high school with.
Okay, is it true? What do you mean by that?
I don't know. You said it before me, I don't know.
Looks like 3:38. You missed a call from Ashley. 3:59. Gave a thumbs back. Everything's a thumbs up. 4 o'clock.
She was right.
Okay. You just want to text her and...
No, I'll call her. Not at Wi-Fi, I gave her a second, she'll call back.
If not, then we'll just have her send a message. Or we'll just have you send a message. For her to just text.
She ain't gonna give up G though. I'm gonna tell you that right now. She ain't gonna. It's like me and Chris. He deceived me, so I have no feelings toward it. G's like a god to her. I was gonna offer this bitch a place to stay and everything to get away from him. And she wasn't even about to take it because how we work with guys. She ain't giving up though.
She can be part of the problem.
I'm just letting you know.
She can think about that for years.
And she should be wise enough to do that.
Like I said, I'm not trying to trick you or nothing. We've talked to a lot of people. And most, pretty much all of them. They've done the right thing. So for some of you guys that think I'm going to be a hard ass or I'm not going to, okay, you're going to find out down the road. And when you thought you were being a hard ass protecting everybody,
I'm not protecting shit.
I'm saying, they looked out for themselves and they thought they did what was right. We don't find you guys on accident.
No.
So I'm going to keep reiterating that because the next person I talk to that tells me that you do something you didn't tell me, I can openly write that down and say I gave you every possible chance.
And that's fine because I fucking told you everything.
You know what I'm saying? We're all held to a standard. I'm holding you to that. And I'm giving you the okay to just let me know anything you know on what happened, and we will deal with it. But I ain't gonna do a piece of line, and most people haven't done that yet, so. You want to send her a message? Yeah.
She's active. She's gonna call.
So help us out, how do we find Talitha?
If I knew her last name, it would help. Talitha ain't friends with her. She's not friends with Willie G, is what I noticed.
How'd you notice?
Like, she sided with whatever he did. Like, when they started arguing, she took his side real fast instead of taking the girl's side. So, that's his friend. But she's in Lafayette, and she's got a prison record, so you know where she's got to be. And she's got a warrant.
But you don't know her last name?
No. I know she has a warrant, though, because she showed me the piece of paper.
Okay. Can you have the guys maybe do some social media searching and stuff like that, see if they come up with something? Or,
In Rockville, Madison.
Everett County, and see if that email development. Where's the warrant out?
Lafayette. Because she opened up a piece of paper, and she showed me because I thought I had one. And she showed me.
Do you have one more?
No, I don't.
I mean, we'll find out. Do you have one? No. Why do you think you have one now?
Because I didn't go to probation.
Well, that one's probably coming, right?
I go to the 4th.
Oh, I thought you said that you didn't go to probation.
I didn't, but it's in Jasper County now instead of here.
She had one April 4th?
Yeah, I have probation April 4th.
I thought you just said you missed a court.
I did. I missed a day. Hello? Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm home. What are you doing? You're coming to Kentland? Shoot me at my house. Yeah, I can. How are you fucking getting here? How are you getting here? I thought you didn't have a ride.
My car's gonna bring me.
Alright, sweet. I missed your face.
Yeah.
Hey, is it a guy or a girl?
I don't say. So Garrett's still missing.
Is he really?
It's a nigger.
Oh, it's a nigger. Well, you know me.
Huh?
Whatever. So it's a guy? Is he cute?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, how long before you're here? So I can pick up the house.
No. Nice to
Be a minute? Okay. Well, hopefully I can shower real quick too then. What? What?
Yeah. From where we
What I honestly wanted you to do is just tell her, hey, listen, you need to talk to the cops.
She can do that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. She's more scared of you than I'd ever be. Yeah. That's Khalifa or whatever her name is.
That's Talisa.
She's much prettier in person though.
That same girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So. Is that her?
Yep.
All right. Before we get to her, I just need to know what role did Garrett have in this, and what role did Chris have in this?
Apparently,
Which one did what, though?
apparently Garrett did most of it.
Okay.
I mean, the body's missing, so
I understand the body's missing. Who killed her?
it had to have been Garrett.
Okay, why do you say that?
He's the one I don't remember seeing much. I was doing laundry. I was talking to Lisa and Ashley, and that was it. And it was like, they would switch. They were trying to keep me occupied. Truly. So fucking when I'm tired, I fucking do my own thing. More worried about getting the damn sheets clean. And who was in my house.
So you think Garrett? Hey, I don't want you protecting Chris right now.
I was.
I just need you to be honest. Who killed her? And if they both did it, and you both just
Garrett did it, and they both got rid of the damn body. Because when I came back with Mike, he was fucking at my house.
And you came back with Mike?
Yeah.
Mike?
Mikey killed. Yeah. When I came back, Chris was there. He had a bunch of shit missing. So he'd been there for a minute.
Michael was missing.
Just like stupid shit like my markers and stuff that like he totally loved and stupid shit I wouldn't give him.
So when did you notice that your TV cord was missing?
2 days ago when I went to leave. Because I went to turn on the music. Because I don't ever watch TV because I can't see color and I hate black and white. So I went to turn on the music and it kept hitting power and I was like, what the fuck? So I walked over there and I was like, wait.
So it had been on Sunday?
Yeah.
2 days ago?
About 9, 10 o'clock at night. Because I slept up until then.
Okay, so how are we gonna find out where she's at?
She's gonna come to my house.
What's she gonna be driving?
I don't know. She's with a black dude.
She's with a black dude?
Yeah.
Okay. We want to, I'm gonna talk to the other guys, okay, but we're gonna wanna take the phone, okay? We'll get back to you. But with that consent to search, we want to do that data verification.
I understand.
Okay?
Please let me have it back, Will.
Who will? I mean, not only right now, but it's gonna take the days, okay?
It's when I have all pictures of the kids with location on her phone with her Facebook.
Okay, I thought I would stop it there because the rest of it is just them doing formalities and stuff. But yeah, it wasn't a jump. I paused it and then I had to figure out how to get it off this screen. Susan, sorry. Um, but just to clarify a few things and go back to the relationships here. When Garrett took Ashley out here to Kentland, he told her they were going there because his friend Chris Mathis was going to give him a tattoo. Now, mind you, Ashley had just got out of the hospital from Garrett beating her up. So at this point, she's pretty much just along for the ride because arguing with him and ruffling his feathers is not, she's learned that it's easier to just be submissive. And when she gets away from him, she gets away from him. So he said, hey, I'm going to run over here to my friends, her not knowing it was all the way out in Kentland to get a tattoo. That was the first time that she was there. It was the first time she had met Jasmine. It was the first time she had met Chris Mathis. And they got there late afternoon, and Garrett ended up staying the whole entire night. So Ashley fell asleep on the couch. Again, to reiterate, the couch that she slept on was right next to the end table with the lamp and the scarf. Ashley will not say one way or the other if she remembers touching it. She says she doesn't remember actually physically touching the scarf. She said it's possible because she was setting her cigarettes there, her drink there, her ashtray there. The following day, when Garrett took off and left her there, Jasmine was cleaning, so she stuck there, never met the girl. So she's like, hey, let me help you. So she helped Jasmine do a little bit of cleaning. She says she doesn't remember if like she Windexed off that table because it was glass. So she really can't say 100% for sure if she touched the scarf or not. And the reason it's important is because Ashley's touch DNA was on the corner of that scarf. The one clue that I take away from this regarding the scarf is that in Garrett's interview, they questioned him about the scarf, and he said, oh, yeah, I remember the scarf because my girlfriend thought it was pretty, and she asked Jasmine where she got it. And Jasmine said, oh, my kids got that for me. Well, now that we've watched Jasmine's interview, you hear them ask Jasmine about the scarf, and they ask her where it came from, and she says the same thing. So to me, that tells me that there was some sort of a topic about this scarf or conversation, and it's very likely that Ashley, looking at the scarf, touched the scarf, maybe pulled it up like, oh, this is pretty. Where'd you get it? Because both of them inadvertently have kind of the same story. So there's that. And then where Ashley is in Crawfordsville, when Garrett left there, we're going to get into, when we get into Talitha's video, you're going to find out a lot more detail about the heres and the theirs. But after Garrett takes his other girlfriend, Talitha, back to Jason Palladino, and then they leave, he takes Ashley out to Crawfordsville, which is exactly where he took Nicole several days after Ray Hainish was, after Ray Hainish's life was taken. Him and Nicole went out there as well. This friend is named Jeff. Him not knowing anything that's going on personally in Garrett's life, when Garrett calls and says, hey, can we come out and ride horses or whatever? The guy's like, yeah, come on out. So Garrett took Nicole out there. And then 2 weeks later, he pretty much does the same thing. He calls this Jeff guy and says, hey, can me and Ashley come out? He says, sure, come on out. They get out there, and Ashley is basically waiting for a chance to get Jeff or his girlfriend aside to say, hey, he's brought me here against my will. He's holding me against my will. I've been trying to get away from him for almost a week. So she's finally able to convey that, and Jeff jumps into action. He's like, "What?" Now she says he just killed this girl in back in Kitland, and he won't let me go. So Jeff pulls a gun on him and makes Garrett leave. There was a little bit of a scuffle, almost a fight, but Jeff got rid of him. So she's out here in Crawfordsville. She's stuck. She calls home, and her grandmother is pretty upset with her because they've been looking for her. She's been gone all week, and it's almost like she dropped off the face of the earth. She didn't have a cell phone. So, and the phone that she's using in this interrogation video that Jasmine is reaching her on is Garrett's cell phone that is not hooked up to a cell phone service. And when Jeff made Garrett leave his house by gunpoint, he left without his cell phone. So therefore, Ashley had access to his phone. So that is the phone that when Ashley goes into Lafayette, you'll see that she has a phone that she gives to them. That is Garrett's phone, but it didn't have cell phone service. It was just Wi-Fi connection only. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we should touch base on. Rhonda or Cherie or anybody in chat have anything that you want to discuss?
No, I'm straight. Are you going to play the rest though for when we see the third detective come in, or?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to stop there because it's a little bit of downtime. But
I'm a little confused about why Jasmine would think that Ashley thinks Garrett is like a god. What I don't get that. Maybe she did at one time, but I didn't think she. You know what I'm saying? I think.
Yeah, I asked Ashley because Ashley's never seen this video at all. So I've tried to play her bits and pieces of it. And when I asked Ashley, I'm like, why did she get that impression? She said, I have no effing idea. She said, other than the fact that Garrett bossed me around like he was a god. And I really just always obeyed. But Garrett acted like that with everybody. And I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of. Yes, Susan, Jasmine not only got a plea deal, but she also got immunity in this case. And no, she did not. She did not testify at Ashley's trial. She was never called as a witness by the state or the defense.
I was just gonna say that I believe that Ashley tried to, from what I can see, she tried to probably was afraid to not obey him. You know what I'm saying. At least at that time, after seeing or knowing what he did to Nicole.
Right. And the fact that she really had been through it herself based on what he had done to her back in January.
Oh yeah.
And I think that at this point, when the whole Garrett's missing, just from the conversations that I've had with her, and you guys will hear this in her interviews. She truly believed that the real plan was that Garrett was going to kill the both of them. Why, I don't know, but there was something about the way that Garrett was behaving that made Ashley feel like he was going to kill her at any point in time. And that was why by the time they got to Crawfordsville, she literally took a chance and told Garrett's friend, like, look, like he did this and I've been trying to get away. Help me. And luckily, Jeff did. But I think that, after what she'd been through in January and then actually see him do it to the full extent that he did, she's just not the kind of person that reacts like, I don't know, like I just see her freezing and being stoic, like, oh my God. That's just the kind of person that I see her being, because every single person that I've ever talked to about her. You know, when I've called people who have known her in her past or knew her years ago, every single one of them say the same thing. Like this charge against her and the things that people have said about her to them is like so unbelievable, and that she was the kind of person that she didn't care if it was a skunk on the side of the road. If there was an injured animal on the side of the road, she had to stop and pick it up and take it home. And her dad would get mad at her, like, "What are you doing? We can't take care of all these animals." She was just a genuinely compassionate person. And that's just the person that I know of her. And everyone that I've come in contact with has also said that about her. Um, so I think that she's just in a state of mind that he's gotten away with so much. And I mean, literally, not only did he get out of jail a week and a half after he did what he did, he then violates the restraining order and bonds out the same day. So I just think that this had gone on for so long. She had a broken arm, broken noses, black and blue eyes, you know, the strangulation to the point of unconsciousness, him getting out, him repeating it, getting out. You know, to her, this is like never ending. Nothing, you know, it's never ending. So even when she goes into the police station, she's not aware, she's not for certain that he's actually there in jail. And she's terrified.
Yeah, I can't really understand it because I've never been in that position, but you know what I'm saying? Wow.
Yeah.
She went through a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm going to pop back in this video and we'll finish it out.
She's active. She's gonna call.
I think I rewinded a little bit too far.
Yeah. That's Lisa or whatever her name is.
That's still Lisa.
She's much prettier in person though.
Yeah, I mean, that same girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so. Is that her?
Yep.
All right, before we get to her, I just need to know what role did Garrett have in this, and what role did Chris have in this?
Apparently,
Which one did what, though?
apparently Garrett did most of it.
Okay.
I mean, the body's missing, so
I understand the body's missing. Who killed her?
it had to have been Garrett.
Okay, why do you say that?
He's the one I don't remember seeing much. I was doing laundry. I was talking to Lisa and Ashley, and that was it. And it was like, they would switch. They were trying to keep me occupied. Truly. So fucking when I'm tired, I fucking do my own thing. It's more worried about getting the damn sheets clean than who was in my house.
So you think Garrett? Hey, I don't want you protecting Chris right now.
I won't.
I just need you to be honest. Who killed her? And if they both did it, and you both
Garrett did it, and they both got rid of the damn body. Because when I came back with Mike, he was fucking at my house.
And you came back with Mike?
Yeah.
Mike?
Mikey Kittle, yeah. When I came back, Chris was there. And then a bunch of shit missing. So we'd been there for a minute.
Michael was missing.
Just like stupid shit like my markers and stuff that like he totally loved and stupid shit I wouldn't give him.
So when did you notice that your TV cord was missing?
2 days ago when I went to leave, because I went to turn on the music. Because I don't ever watch TV because I can't see color and I hate black and white. So I went to turn on the music and it kept hitting power and I was like, what the fuck? So I walked over there and I was like, wait.
So it had been on Sunday?
Yeah.
2 days ago?
About 9, 10 o'clock at night. Because I slept up until then.
Okay, so how are we gonna find out where she's at?
She's gonna come to my house.
What's she gonna be driving?
I don't know. She's with a black dude.
She's with a black dude?
Yeah.
Okay. We want to, I'm gonna talk to the other guys, okay, but we're gonna wanna take the phone, okay? We'll get back to you. But with that consent to search, we want to do that data
I
duplication.
understand.
Okay?
Just please let me have it back a little.
We will. I mean, not only right now, but it's gonna take the data, okay?
It's when I have all pictures of the kids with.
Just gonna disconnect the Wi-Fi and stuff here.
Somebody's so stupid this girl shows up to my house.
So I'm gonna go talk to the guys about that.
She's gonna be pissed I got her shit. And Chris took off with it. Sunday. He came over and got their bags.
What's that?
Chris came over and got their bags. She had like a bag of shit there, and he had a book bag with a bunch of locks on it. And Chris came over and got them. And they were at his mom's house.
Who, say that again,
Chris came to the house and got her bag of stuff.
Who's?
Ashley's and G's. Which G's is a backpack with a bunch of locks on it.
And where at?
They're at Chris's house, supposedly.
What day did you come get it?
Sunday. Because I was dead asleep and he threw my keys at me for the house. Because I didn't go back there anymore.
We're gonna try to reconnect again, and we just need to know where she's at. Like, if she's coming to your house, like, hey, how far out are you? Because
Tweaker time a minute's about an hour or two. Tweaker time, minute is about an hour or two. Honest. She ain't gonna be able to give you a precise time.
No.
She's not driving. But if she's in a hurry, I will tell you that much. She'll be in a hurry to get there, so it'll be like an hour or two max.
Where do you think she's coming from?
Harvardville. Where she said she was staying.
Alright. No, we're not gonna mess with all of them. Yeah, Jess, listen, I've been talking with my team, and there's a lot of guys out there. You don't have to worry about G, okay? So listen.
I have nowhere to live now because...
Listen, you don't have to worry about him now, so you need to talk. You need to let me know what you truly know. You don't gotta worry about him now, okay? This girl was tortured. That's a potential death penalty case. Do you not understand that? It's in your home. Don't worry about Garrett. So please tell me what happened.
That's what I do know, I swear to God. That's what I know.
There's just no way. My team is talking to people left and right. They're like, Jasmine's not telling you everything. Honestly, they said, just don't even give her another chance. And I said, give me a minute. I think she's wanting to say it. And so, Jasmine, listen. I'm sitting here, and the rest of my team are out there saying, don't even mess with this shit.
That's what I do know.
No, you know what happened inside. I'm telling you, don't worry about Garrett. You're okay. Jasmine, look at me.
This is truly what I know. It is.
It can be.
Yeah, it is. I'm more worried that I have nowhere to go now because the cops kicked at the door and then you guys fucking came up like that. Like, I already told I was going to be evicted. Now I have nowhere to go. That's what I'm worried about. The one place where my kids were going to find me, they can't.
I'm spending years behind bars.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't see shit. I told you every fucking thing I know. I know so much better. Truly.
Hey, remember me? I'm just here to shoot it straight with you, okay? So, I've always been honest with you before. I've tried to help you before, right? We've talked, we've tried to take care of some things. So, what's going on?
Apparently this kid fucking killed this girl.
So,
And then my ex got rid of the body. I know it. They said it. I heard them say it.
who's your ex?
Chris Madden.
How long were you guys going out?
It was an open relationship, so
Okay.
yeah, for a while. We've been best friends for quite a few years.
So I just got here. I was out at the good table eating with my family. I didn't know you guys were still here. I figured I'd just come in and talk to you because I've been thinking about it for a while. And I was like, I know she'd be honest with me if she knew something.
I truly don't know anything else. I really don't. I just threw it all away though. I don't know where to go now. I can't be safe there. I can't go back to the trailer park.
Why are you not safe there?
Well, I'm not now.
Why not?
Because somebody opened their mouth. I opened my mouth.
About what?
I told on Chris.
About what?
I told on Chris.
You told on Chris?
Yep.
I don't think you told on Chris. I think we know a lot of things, right? We know a lot of things. We just want somebody to be honest with us, So I don't think it's a matter of telling on anybody at this point in time.
I know for a fact that it came out of their mouth. They got rid of that girl. That's what they said. That means they dumped the they did something.
Did you know the girl?
No, I never. I just see the picture.
You didn't see her when she was up in your house?
I didn't even know she was in my house.
So yeah, it's not about, I'm just being real, okay? It's not about telling on people right now. It's about saving your own life.
I am.
Right? Seriously, this isn't just a little bit of dope or, whatever else we've known has been going on out there for a long time. How long have you and I been talking about Miller's Trailer Park and methamphetamine? It's just out there. And I realize, people don't choose to get into that, it just end up in it, and then it's hard to get away from it or whatever. I've been doing this job for a long time. I've seen a ton of it. But now we've jumped into the next, next basket, and this is so much more serious than that. Right? So you being here talking to us isn't about anybody else.
No, it's not. I feel horrible. The poor girl's mom.
Well, there's a lot of victims in this case. There's no doubt about that. But but you know what? There's nothing we can do to change what's happened. So now it's, in my opinion, every man or woman for themselves.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I think that's what the other guy thinks too. He's talking to us, right? Obviously somebody did because we're here.
Even if they didn't, I don't care.
Right. So as honest as you can be, you didn't see it happen.
I swear to fucking God I didn't see it. I swear on my kids, I don't ever do that.
I'm not saying you did it.
I didn't fucking see the shit. I was watching fucking clothes, and when I didn't watch them, the tweaker status, it's horrible. It's an hour or two fucking long. I just sit there and fucking shake them out, drain tub, water, drain tub. That's what I do. If you're high, you don't realize a couple hours go by.
Right.
I never paid enough attention to see if some chick was in my fucking house.
I feel bad for you right now. I really do, because it's a terrible situation. I don't even know what I would do if I was in it, other than just make sure that I don't. Just make sure. For yourself, for everybody here, just make sure that you don't hold anything back, okay? Because if you do, and I'm sure these guys have told you, what some of the consequences
Right, I know.
are. So if you know anything that you don't tell them, and I'm gonna go out there and tell them, I'm gonna go out there and say, I really don't know. I don't know what you know or you don't know.
I just assume everything.
But if there is something that you all of a sudden remember that you've forgotten, don't forget it, because it's all, you're playing for all the marbles, all of the marbles. Okay? And it's not just about you. I mean, there's a lot of people involved. Okay? So like I said, I've been straight with you before. I've tried to help you. I've never sold you out, told anybody you'd said a word to me. Alright? So we'll just go from there. But they're gonna come back in here. Okay? And you're gonna have to just try and remember, and if you can, you can. If you don't know, you don't know. But if you do know, please tell me.
I will.
Okay? Good luck, okay?
Yes, thanks.
You still got water, or do you want more? You want a little more, or what?
Yeah, please. Thank you. She's probably got, I was sitting here thinking, she's probably got her location on her phone with her Facebook. Then when I keep mine off, and she wasn't smart enough to do that.
What's that?
Her location of her Facebook, she wasn't smart enough to keep hers off. I kept mine off. Yeah.
Who was it?
Ashley. I know she's got hers on. May I get one number out of there before, you guys take that off?
Can what?
Can I get a number out of there before?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like someone let me both stay at the trailer park tonight, and I gotta find somewhere to go.
Okay. We spoke about that TV and that TV cord. Okay, so we need to get that TV.
my god.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so this is just considered search for us to go out there and get that. All right? So I'm gonna read it to you. Police officer, my name, date 4/2/2019, time 6:08 p.m., location New King Sheriff's Office, your name, your date of birth again. Have been informed of the following, I have not been promised anything in exchange for consenting with the search, I have not been threatened in any way to force or compel me to give this voluntary consent search of my vehicle or residence. I fully understand anything found in the search of my vehicle or residence may be used against me in a court of law. We're just trying to get it out of the house.
Good.
I have the right to refuse the search of my vehicle or residence. I am sober, competent, sufficiently intelligent to understand this form of my rights. I can read, write, and understand English language. I have received the following formal education. Good, put your grade. I understand that I have the right to consult with an attorney prior to giving consent, okay? I hereby authorize Kevin Down Mitzlau and myself. Okay, that's just one of our three guys. Deputy with New County Sheriff's Office conducted a police search of my vehicle, residence, and all the contents within it, okay?
Yeah.
So the residence address, the residence is
2750 West, 1400 South, Lot 20.
City, Kentland,
Yep.
Indiana, or 7951. Physical description, it's a blue trailer, right?
Yeah.
You know. Okay. Sir? Trailer home. Okay, owner of residence.
Sheila Lane.
Okay. But you have rights to live in it.
Yeah.
Put you. Parker is lieutenant. Okay. I fully authorize the state law enforcement officer to take the above described vehicle residence, same property or contraband as present, which violates state or federal laws. Understand all that?
Yep.
Okay, you want to put your name right there and your date of birth? You have to sign right there where it says person authorizing.
She'll be in the back, right?
Date and time. Well, as long as we need it for the case, but,
She'll flip out over that stupid shit.
here's both. Here, just mark out that 0.
Oops.
That's all right. And then, and just initially, because you changed it. There you go.
So I think that pretty much is it. I can't believe we got through the whole thing tonight. Um, does anybody have any questions? Or um, I do have a couple more slides that I want to show in regards to Jasmine, but does anyone have any questions or pieces of the video that you didn't understand or wanted to ask about? I've only watched it about 20 times. Rhonda or Cherie, you guys have anything to talk about?
No, I don't really have anything to add. I felt like it was. I felt like that phone call from Jasmine to Ashley, or when Ashley called her back, I felt like that was really sad. Um, but I also understand how, you know, giving evidence to law enforcement works. But
Mm-hmm.
it was just sad to me that Jasmine was so easy. It was so easy for Jasmine to, just play it off like it was just any other phone call and no big deal.
Right.
I love you, I
Well,
miss your face, and all this horse shit.
mm, right. And hindsight's 2020. And looking back, there was, I think at the time, Ashley really didn't know who. I don't think that Ashley thought that Jasmine was in on it at that point in time. I think that she thought this was a Garrett and Talitha thing, but Ashley had told. I mean, and now granted, this is what Ashley has said. Um, and this is why it's so frustrating about that audio recording that they played in Garrett's interrogation video, where Garrett is talking to Mikey Hiddle on the phone, and he's, for one, telling him everything that he did, and not that it was what it was. Garrett wasn't saying this is what me and Ashley did, or this is what me and Chris did. He was telling Mikey, thinking that it's he can trust this dude. He was telling him what he did, and that audio tape was in Ashley's case file that was handed over by the state. That's how she got to hear it. And when she first heard it, she said that in the Newton County Jail, that one, she knew that something was going on because they all seemed to ostracize her. Like she said, it was just a weird feeling. Like she didn't know who to trust. But she said her confirmation was when she heard that audio recording, and Garrett said to Mikey, if Jasmine would have just done what the fuck she was supposed to have done, no one would have seen what they saw. And she said that for her was confirmation that Jasmine knew about it all the way. And then when we get into Garrett's next interview, which Ashley had never seen that second interview either of Garrett, and I played a portion of it for her, she just started crying. Just hearing it, just hearing him say certain things, she just started crying. Like she knew he had said things, and but I think just hearing someone accuse you of something like that, she just started to cry. But these next couple of slides, Jasmine, in that interview, if you don't know how to take her, you don't know how to take her. But here's some important takeaways from that interview that happened the day after this happened. So on March 29th, this is the day after Nicole had been brought to the trailer. So Nicole was brought to the trailer on Thursday, March 28th, late at night. And Garrett left with her after midnight and went and picked up Chris Mathis, and they took her where they took her. So the next morning is when, Garrett was, telling Ashley she had to get in the car. I mean, he pushed her into the car, where she had a backpack that was left at Jasmine's that had it was her backpack actually for school, for cosmetology school, and it was left there. Yes, GP, Jasmine was a criminal informant. That's what that other detective came in and was talking to her about. I believe that's why she was given immunity, um, and then was pretty much off limits to be put on the witness list and called into trial. But on so March 29th, this is the day after Nicole was brought to the trailer. Jasmine started blowing up her Facebook page. This information I got from another creator who covered the case, which is Cold Truth. So I give her props for getting it out there. And this stuff is not accessible anymore because these Facebook pages, have been removed from the internet. But on the 29th, this is the list of Facebook posts that Jasmine made, which was one of her posts said, "At the end of the day, it is what it is." And then next, she reshared a post that was an octagon sign. It was an octagonal sign she said, and the sign says, "Stop snitching." And the next post is, "Smells like breakups and warrants outside," laughing emojis. And the next post is, "Fun fact, you ain't shit, bitch." Well, I mean, I just have to say this one thing, and that is, at this point, Nicole is already not with us anymore. So who is Jasmine talking to or about? Would it be, I mean, I can't say for certain who she's talking about. So what she's doing here is really contrary to how she's behaving in her interrogation video. And then Jasmine shared the "Stop Snitching" sign. I'm assuming it's that octagonal sign. She shared it 5 times in a row, back to back to back to back, throughout the day on the 29th. Then this next one is also on March 29th. And it's another "Stop Snitching" sign shared. And then the most interesting post she makes, and that's at 10:36 p.m. on March 29th that night. It says, "Once us brown-eyed bitches step into the sunlight, it's over for you blue-eyed hoes." Well, who is she talking about? Who are the blue-eyed hoes? I know everybody seems to believe that she was referring to Nicole, but she was face to face with Ashley for the entire day of the 28th, and Ashley's blue eyes are bright. Like, she has very bright blue eyes. I've met her in person. So who is she talking about? Both of them? And then from that point on, Jasmine shares the "Stop Snitching" sign 5 more times, followed by "Who's trying to do shit tonight?" followed by the "Stop Snitching" sign on March 30th. And then on March 1st, she shares a picture of herself. And that's the last that she posted until she went into Kentland County Jail and was booked. Oh, thanks, Rhonda, for posting that. So, and I mean, to me, this really sums up the answer. If, for Jasmine to say that she didn't see anything, she didn't do anything. Ashley doesn't say that. Ashley doesn't say that she didn't see anything. Ashley said she did not participate. She's seen it all happen, but she didn't participate, and she was the only one freaking the hell out. And I think that you ladies both know, because you've already watched the interrogation videos, but you clearly see there was a conspiracy set up here throughout that whole entire day. And Ashley is the only one who is behaving like a normal person, like making phone calls. Where are people? Where are you at? Calling. She even broke down and called Talitha because she knew Garrett was going to the Palladino compound. And she argued with him because she wanted to go because it was right by her house and she wanted to get dropped off and he wouldn't take her. And she's calling Talitha like, have you seen Garrett? I mean, Talitha discusses that. And the other thing to take away, and I'll just say it out front now, that other than Garrett, in his dire straight moment, nobody else says Ashley was involved with this. Even the two, Jasmine, you hear Jasmine didn't say that. Jasmine didn't even know her. But Jasmine didn't say that. And Talitha doesn't say it. So it's just really mind boggling to me how we ended up with what we have, especially when there's so much evidence pointing in other directions. And we're going to go over all of that as well. But I just want to keep this in a chronological order of events. So I think that's all that I have to say on it. And, like I said, I'm not going to argue with anybody about their opinion. I have my opinion, and I feel this case is worthy of discussing publicly, and I'll voice my opinion on who I think did what. But procedurally and the dynamics surrounding this case with 5 people involved, I think it was a shit show of a lack of an investigation. Period. Because it was. So that's my say on it.
Well, I will say that at the very least, Ashley, well, preferably needs to be exonerated and released from prison. But at the very least, she absolutely deserves a new trial. Because I think, I can't imagine that they would even grant a new trial, because when all the new evidence that's brought out in post conviction, they would lose in trial. The state would lose at trial, in my opinion. So that's all I have to say about that.
Right. And the fact that there's just the IAC, the ineffective assistance of counsel in this case, which I think, on the forefront, people are only going to digest what they're sitting in front of them being shown. But when there's a whole plethora of things behind the scenes that are never revealed, of course, no one's going to think that prosecutors or defense attorneys walk into a courtroom and intentionally mislead people. And I don't even want to say that Lori James, Ashley's public defender, misled anybody. She failed to do her job, in my opinion. I have emails. I've been given access to Ashley's Google Drive. I have emails. There are letters that she had in her possession. And I mean, I can go on and on and on and on. And there's a lot of things that I'm not going to say to protect the integrity of the post-conviction relief. However, the one scenario that I feel is shameful is one of the biggest ones. I believe that one of the biggest key witnesses in this trial would have been Mikey Hiddle. Nobody who's ever followed this case outside of that courtroom, and probably not even in the courtroom, ever realized that Garrett was with Mikey Hiddle and Nicole and Talitha all day and all through the evening. That was never really discussed. I'm going through the transcripts. It's not there. Number 2, the conversation that Garrett had with Mikey Hiddle in the car when leaving Jasmine's property to go to Palladino's. Him talking about what his intentions for Nicole were and why. That's huge in this case. Lori James had a copy of the audio that was taken at the Jasper County Jail where Mikey Hiddle went in. to inform the police that he thought that he knew who had taken Nicole's life. They recorded him. He participated in setting Garrett up and luring him for the police to catch him. He's taken into the prosecutor's office. I've talked to Mikey. He's told me he interviewed with the prosecutor's office twice, and both times that was recorded. He's on the state's witness list in the supplemental discovery paperwork that was turned over to Ashley's attorney. I have it. He's on the state's witness list. He is a state witness. Yet, the defense attorney in this case never, I'm sorry, it's not the supplemental, it's the witness list, not the supplemental discovery, but the witness list from the state turned over to Lori James. He's on it. Lori James never reached out to interview him. She never contacted him, right down to the day that he showed up under a subpoena to testify at the trial, had she contacted him. Now, as a defense attorney, let's pretend the state had put him on the stand. What on God's earth was her cross-examination going to be if she had never interviewed this boy? And how convenient that his testimony, which is testimony that Ashley had no idea what it would be. Why? Because when she woke up, he was already at Jasmine's trailer. Not long after, him and Garrett leave. That was about the only contact that Ashley had with him. She had no idea what had transpired during that whole day. So she herself had no idea what he was going to testify to. Yet Mikey's in the hallway at the courthouse, and the prosecutor walks out and says, "We don't need you. You're free to go. You're free from your subpoena." And he was allowed to leave before even being put on the stand. Well, Lori James did, and correct me if I'm wrong, Cherie, with you being an attorney, would Lori James have to agree to release him from the subpoena, or could she then make him a defense witness and put him on the stand?
Well, I can't swear to it. I haven't run into that yet, but I would think she would be able to put him on the stand. Or if she knew that, she should have done it ahead of time, like when she knew he was going to be there to, But I can't say for sure, but I would think so, that she would be able to. I was going to ask you, did the witness list, like I've seen it, like in Daniel's case, the witness or the prosecution will say, so-and-so is going to testify this, and they'll just have a little, like 1 or 2 sentence summary. Did they have that there?
No, none of the witnesses on that list had a summary.
Okay.
But I found it very strange. To me, like Garrett on that audio call that Detective Rowe uses in his interrogation video, where Detective Rowe himself says, "Buddy, this is you taking responsibility for the whole shit and shebang." Why would Lori not utilize that audio? Ashley heard it. It was in her discovery. It's on the supplemental discovery list and turned over. All of those kinds of things. The fact that I understand that it's not a bizarre thing that a judge would not allow an interrogation video to be played. However, she should have had the interrogation video transcribed to exploit and impeach Garrett multiple times while he was on the stand. And then not only that, but go back and listen to his interrogation video where he fumbles and mumbles and jumbles around with where he's trying to implicate Ashley in certain things. Then he gets on the stand and says something even more dramatic. The visit to Walmart, supposedly they had sex. She said that's a goddamn lie. Number one, she said neither one of them had money. She said the only one that had money was Ashley, and it was in her wallet in the backpack left at Jasmine's house. He made all that up, and then he goes beyond that and adds more stuff. So it's like, let's throw the spaghetti noodles at the wall and let's see what sticks. And that's pretty much what Garrett did. And Lori James did not point any of that out when he was on the stand, and she could have. And like reading those transcripts, I'm so frustrated. I'm not an attorney, but I could have done a much better job. In this case, at least, because I've studied it for so long, but still, I just think it's awful. And
It's inexplicable, like the state giving back the bones in Stephen Avery's case.
oh yeah, right, getting back, yep, bones that weren't even human at that,
Yeah, they didn't want to admit um,
right?
if they were. I don't know. It's
AACV, yeah, good to see you. But so charismatically clever, you said let me see here, let me put it up here. When you say, this is interesting, when you say, I asked Mikey if he still had the N mobile, what do you mean by that? What is the N mobile? And Mikey? And I have well, I think I told you guys last week or so, now that Jasmine is out, Jasmine and Mikey have teamed back up and they're running around together. So that's interesting. But so does anybody have any questions in the chat or anything like that before we go for the night? That's okay, Susan.
Yep, it's all good. I wanted to all I wanted to say was I posted the link for the premiere that we did the other night. Justice or Not, Jasmine Parker's dispositional hearing. If you haven't watched that yet, watch that. It kind of helps. It kind of will help you to tie together what you watched tonight in her interview that she did with law enforcement that we just watched tonight. So yeah, if you haven't watched that yet, take a look at it.
And it's a good way to compare and contrast. Gotcha, Grizz. Okay. It's the dispositional hearing and this interrogation video. It's a good way to compare and contrast. What she said in her interrogation video and why she was permitted to say what she said under oath, with both parties, the prosecution and the defense team, having known that she wasn't telling the whole truth. She didn't get on the stand and say what Garrett did. She didn't get on the stand and say what Chris did. She just literally alleviated herself from the whole situation. And I found that I don't understand how that is permitted. It's just, to me, when you take a plea, you pretty much have to testify against yourself. And the judge even says that. And that was not really required of her at all, to state, what she was aware of that transpired at her home. And the bottom line when it comes to Jasmine and for Chris is the why. These were not two people. These were people. So you have to understand that in Ashley's mind, her and Garrett had been on again and off again for so long that even when they were broke up, Garrett was still very controlling. He showed up at her work. He showed up at her house. He'd pop up here, there, and everywhere. He would threaten her family. He would, blow her phone up. And that was, on January 21st when he broke in and he took off with her phone. She had been avoiding going home for almost an entire week to stay clear of him because he was so unpredictable. And the first thing after tying her up was him taking her phone. Why? Because he wanted to get in that phone and see what she had been doing and who she had been with. Garrett was he's an abuser, and that's what abusers do. I mean, you say hello to the grocery clerk, and automatically someone like Garrett, as you're walking out the store, is going to say, "Oh, what are you messing with him?" I mean, that's how most abusers are. My sister's husband was exactly the same way. She she had a really hard time holding a job outside of the home because she was constantly being accused. So, in Ashley's eyes, it was this, you know, Garrett was out doing his own thing and yet still putting his thumb on her. So, Chris Mathis and Jasmine were two people that she had never encountered or really was even aware existed. So, my thing is, why would Jasmine, what's in it for Jasmine in this? And I do believe that Chris was aware this was going to go down, just like Garrett had told Mikey Hiddle what he had planned on doing, and Mikey, just meeting him, thought he was full of crap. But from my understanding, um, when everybody woke up that next morning on Thursday morning, Chris made it a point to be gone, and he pretty much stayed. He was gone all day, and even Chris's family had said that Chris was trying to avoid Garrett all that day, and Garrett was blowing up his phone. So I don't know how Garrett reeled him back in, but I do believe. But my thing is where do these two come in to this scenario involving Nicole? And does it all fall back to Ray Hanish? That's my train of thought. The straightest line, the quickest point, what makes the most sense. And when you are hearing the word, I understand that there was a situation with the drugs in Ray's car, but I don't know if that raises to a level of killing someone, unless Jason Palladino had a whole lot of things going on that Nicole was aware of because she'd been staying on the property. But the snitch thing, I'm very, the speculation is so hard not to, go down a rabbit hole with, because it doesn't add up. GP, Ashley did not have a phone with her at Jasmine's house. And she did reach out to her family, but she was 2 hours away and sitting in a girl's house where she did not realize there was something askew or about to happen. She had no reason to be in fear. She had a reason to be pissed off because she was left there. And Jasmine was not letting her use her phone freely. Jasmine only let her use the phone twice. And she only allowed her to use Facebook Messenger. She wouldn't even let her dial out. And that was the only thing about that evening that Ashley thought was off, but she just thought that Jasmine was high and acting like a weirdo. So she really didn't argue with her. Again, she's in this strange girl's house. She's feeling awkward. She didn't want to be there. She's making phone calls. And, as you can see from the location of the property, she could have walked out the front door and walked right into a cornfield. So, it is what it is. And it's what happened. Let me see here. I think, like you said earlier, he took both women out there because he wanted to kill both of them. They were isolated, and whatever happened. And well, Ashley definitely, well, you'll hear all of that in her interview. That's exactly what she thought as well. And yes, Ashley, when the detective showed up at Ashley's house, she did blast Facebook with even more, because when Garrett left in January with her phone after strangling her, when he took her phone, he had been using her phone. She had the service turned off, but he still had access to use Wi-Fi on her phone. And he was logging in and out of her Facebook and logging in and out of his Facebook. And he was actually requesting nudes from males. And because Ashley didn't have a phone at that time, the only way that she could access her Facebook, because she didn't have a computer, was through her son's PlayStation. But she said that was a pain in the butt to log into and get on. But so she only checked it occasionally until she could get a new phone. But there were messages in her Facebook account from people going, is this you? You know, asking for a new pic of my private area. And, you know, that was another thing that, you know, she told her family about. Like, I really believe that he's doing stuff on these, you know, um, LGBTQ websites, things like that. And her family didn't even really believe her. Her grandmother told me, I was like, oh, honey, you're, there's no way Garrett's that. Um, and I believe so. When the police showed up, she then put it out there publicly, you know, calling him names and making accusations. And she messaged him and said, because, you know, she was in the process of moving out of the home that she lived in where Garrett broke in, and she was moving into her grandma because no one wanted her living there by herself anymore. So she had called him and said, you know, you've got until Friday to pick up your stuff that you had at my house, or it's going out to the trash. And when he showed up, that's when he put her in the hospital. So, GP, you asked, who do I um, who do I believe in all of this? Well, what I believe is that are you asking me for my opinion, or is that I don't know if that's sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's a sarcastic question or I absolutely have an opinion as to what happened and why this happened and who was behind it. And um, you know, just this weekend, I had a handful of information dropped in my lap that I still have to kind of weed through. Um, and I firmly believe that Garrett was Jason Palladino's peon. Number one, first and foremost, Garrett wasn't crap. Garrett didn't have a car, didn't have money, never held a job, and Palladino was his bread and butter. And as long as he did Palladino's bidding, he had a place to stay. When he wasn't with a female, Garrett was also sleeping with Talitha behind Jason Palladino's back. And I believe that had been going on for a very long time. And I have evidence to prove that outside of an interrogation video that is very telling. But we'll get to that when we get there. But I believe that Palladino, I believe that they discovered that Nicole had signed on with the Lafayette Police Department to do a controlled buy on Jason Palladino, and they found out, and Jason Palladino was pissed. He wanted he wanted her off the property, and I believe that because Garrett is the one who brought her there, and she'd been staying there because of Garrett, that Palladino put it on Garrett and said, this is your job. I want it done." And on that particular day, I believe there was a plan in place that was supposed to happen that didn't get accomplished prior to getting to Jasmine's trailer. And I believe them taking her to Jasmine's trailer was the last resort. So when we get through all of these videos, I think that you can see it for however you like, but that's how I see it. And I feel like I have enough evidence to back it all up. I don't feel like I'm putting anything out there that I can't back up with factual documentation or proof. So, um, thanks, Rhonda. Okay, everybody. I think that my goodness, we've been on here for 8, 9, 10, 3.5 hours now. Holy crap! So let's be done for the night, and I want to thank everybody for coming out. What'd you say? Wait, Jasmine was scared of G and G was scared of Jason, but Talitha is his side piece also. Yes, Talitha was. That is a fact. That is an absolute fact. And I have bombshell proof, I guess, as you say in the YouTube world. It's bombshell. I do. I do. Thanks, Jennifer. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Everybody, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys enjoy the holiday. Um, so I appreciate everybody coming out. Before you leave, can you please hit like and subscribe? It helps, build the channel. I'm trying to build a community here, and maybe once we get through all of Ashley's case, and we're in. Thank you, Ginger, for coming in. I really appreciate that. That you are open-minded and you come in and you communicate. It takes a lot, I know. So I really appreciate that, and you're always welcome here. So thanks everybody for coming out, and hit like and subscribe before you go, and that way you also get notified with what we dive into next. And thank you, Rhonda and Cherie, for always being there and helping. You guys really helped me a lot, so I appreciate you a lot. So I'm going to say my good nights. You ladies, I'll let you say yours, and then we'll go.
Good night. Thanks for coming, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for coming. And like Amy says, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you get the notifications. And make sure you put questions and comments in the comment section as well, so that Amy or Cherie or I or anybody for that matter can respond to them and maybe help give more clarification to this case. And I can't believe it's already here, but happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Yep. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, ma'am. Good night, guys.